Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus campaign. I am Score Hellholm, your dungeon master for the evening, and these are our players that we have embarking in our adventure. This is episode 2, session 2. Session 1 was awesome. We gained some ground. I'm going to let one of these guys tell us about it in a moment here, unless no one wants to, which I will. But first, I'm going to do something I always did in my Shadow of the Demon Lord campaign, and kind of go down the line here now and see what everyone's up to. And I'm going to start with Mr. Moose. Mr. Moose, how you doing, man? What's going on?
Are you asking Moose or are you asking Hayes?
Well, I was asking Moose specifically, how you're doing, but I guess I can ask Hayes if you want.
No, you've already asked. Now it's too late. I'm good, man. Just spent all day kind of chilling. I needed it, apparently, and getting ready for Saturday when we go back live again, which everybody get ready because we're coming back live D&D again. And guess what? There's going to be awesome times and also lots of technical difficulties probably on the first one. So be ready for that.
You're going to love my outfit, by the way. Look forward to it.
Did it come in?
No, it's on the way. It's on the way. But I ain't telling you what it is. Pooh Brain, how you doing, man? You having a good day?
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
I'm doing all right. I spilled soda on my only clean shirt for the week, so I'm just gonna have to wear this A shirt, buddy. But it's for you.
I see. All right. Well, I hope we can get you another shirt here pretty soon. Maybe we can take care of that.
No, don't do that.
What you get for dressing up?
It's my fancy shirt.
Ernie, how you doing, man?
Oh, you kind of cut out there.
Yeah.
I cut out, Ernie. Ernie, can you hear me? Am I cutting out?
Oh yeah. Now you. Okay, there you go.
How you doing, buddy?
I heard how you doing there, but I didn't hear the name, so I was like, I feel like he already asked, Pooh that very thing. But I'm gonna go with
Pooh that. Now I'm asking you.
I'm fantastic. I have a cache of orange soda. My belly is full as it is wont to be, and I'm ready to fight the good fight, and hopefully this time not get choked to death by a killer rug.
Speaking of which,
I'd say if we could aim for that every session, be good.
I actually want to talk about that a little bit, but first, my last buddy, Robbie. How you doing, Robbie?
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
I'm okay. I'm gonna bitch in just a moment, but first I'm asking how you're doing.
Well,
everyone else
I've got something for you.
Told you how they were doing, but I feel I needed to ask you, so I did.
Oh yeah, you took the words out of my mouth.
Oh, believe me, I've got something to tell everybody in just a moment. You guys already probably know, but I want to let everybody else in the world know. But go ahead. You got anything? You just chilling? You feeling all right, Robbie?
In the world.
Today I survived the rug. Took no damage. I'm ready for the next fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and to answer how I'm doing okay. I'm doing better than I was. I destroyed my computer recently. My computer with all of my PDFs, my computer with all of my music, all my files, all my graphics, everything I've collected over the last 7 years because I didn't back shit up. Gone! Gone in a heartbeat. But thanks to good friends, I'm back up and running, and here we are. This was 5 days ago. Was it 5 days ago? I think I lost everything, and I'm already back here, so I'm glad we could get this up and running, and I have to delay this, because this is one of my favorite parts of the week.
Man built a whole computer in 5 days in post-pandemic computer parts era.
To be honest, it wasn't too hard, thanks again to friends in multiple areas, so it got done. But enough about that. It's game time, right? Who wants to tell me what happened last time on Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus? Any volunteers?
I'll do a recap.
Let's hear
it. Right. Well, as you know, I had just gotten into town on the Dreamer's Wake, and long story short, was more or less recruited into the Flaming Fist to help quell the unease, the unrest in the city. I was told to go meet Captain Zodge. Turns out he's a real prick. I have here in my notes that he is stern, rude, and probably racist. I met there my 3 good friends that are now with me. They are Elgin. Is it Elgin or Elgin?
Elgin.
Elgin, Merrick, and Stab, who, for whatever reason, wants to be called Pooh, but we're not on that good of terms yet.
We're not there yet.
We're not there. So the captain sent us to meet someone named Tarina. She's a spy, and we were supposed to ask her about the cult activity in town and the Dead 3. He told us to meet her at the Elf Song Tavern. Well, we went there. It was about midday, I believe. We walk in, we are greeted by a veritable smorgasbord of people and creatures in this tavern. We sat down, we invented a new meal, the chicken bucket. That apparently was not a thing before us. We were there not too long. A lady fell down the stairs cursing about someone cheating. We asked her what was going on. She said someone, Tarina, upstairs was falsely accusing her. That's our lady. So we went up. We played Baldur's Bones against her, and we did very well until the cheater at the table rolled a perfect 21, and then him and the other woman he was with went in the back room, and they just got down to business, apparently.
They begged.
Well, we were talking with Tarina for not too long when a group of heathens entered the room.
We can use that. Heathens, yeah.
He called himself
Rapscallions, you could say.
Rapscallions! And he called himself Deadeye and the Crew. Awful name. Although we don't have our own name yet. Fight ensued. Tarina turns out kind of a badass. I electrocuted a guy. So that was cool. Stab killed it. Well, I think we all killed someone.
That's right.
So that was definitely newish. But Tarina then told us about a bathhouse in the lower city that had nymphs on the wall or something like that. And that's where we were to go to find out more about the cult. But we decided first it's time for a break. And we got 2 more chicken buckets. Thanks to Stab. And he convinced the tavern keep to give us free room and board. He also told us about a room with a magical murder rug. And we went into that room, and we almost died. The rug lived up to its name, and by the skin of our teeth, we managed to slay the rug, at which point I am now laying face down on the bed there. This is my room tonight.
Okay, yeah, that you pretty much covered everything. You can have some inspiration for the evening.
Yay!
Use it, otherwise it goes away. You know the routine.
Yes.
What's that?
Inspiration is something you can just use at will. When you make a roll, if you don't like it, you simply roll again and then pick between the 2 rolls. It's like advantage.
You get to pick it when you have advantage, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You just gets 1?
Yeah.
It's kind of similar to your luck in a way. A little bit. A little bit. Not fully. Kind of similar. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and take y'all back over to the tavern, right where we left off. You guys had just finished off a rug. Got yourselves back up. Dust yourselves off. And there you are.
I just, like I said, I'm laying straight down on the bed.
Oh, before we continue, real quick, how do I mute that secondary audio again? Remember we had this problem last time? New computer and all?
Right click the tab and mute.
A little more specific. I'm a noob here.
So at the very
right
top.
click the tab in what are you using, Chrome or Firefox?
I need to be Firefox.
The Firefox one.
Okay, so you should be able to right click the tab and it should have an option to mute.
Mute the tab.
Mute the tab. So I'm what tab may we be talking about here again?
The tab at the very top left that says the name of the website you're on.
Done. Done. Because we said tab, I was over clicking on the right. You know, on the bar, you have like the chat, and then the journal, and then the music, and then the settings. I thought you meant with the roll 20.
No.
Not Firefox itself. Moving on. You guys are in the dead rug room. What's going on?
Passed out.
Okay.
It's all my fault. I didn't see the bottom right corner, so I'm like helping my boy out, Muscles, just packing the threads on you, man. Like, my fault. I'm sorry, man.
That's right. We were gonna take the rug down to the barkeep and dump it on the bar. Like the all the threads that I guess because like the rug basically fell into tatters when it was destroyed. So yeah, it's gonna like there on the bar.
It
right
is in
there.
pieces right now. I'm guessing you have a couple in your hands.
Yeah, just gonna I'm dumping all the pieces I could carry, just
Okay.
on the bar.
Who all's going downstairs with Elgin to do that then?
I'm going with him. I'm helping him carry.
Likewise.
I am staying passed out.
Oh shit! Wait, does he have 0 health or something?
No.
No,
Oh.
he's tired. he was choked nearly to death.
I'm gonna go over here and pat him on the head a bit. Be like, "That's all right, player," and then I'll go over here. And I'm gonna help him.
Yes, thank you. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and move y'all downstairs then.
Close the door.
Does he stay here? Yeah, he does.
So it'll probably be a black screen for you shortly.
Yep.
Hayes. But
That's
everyone
fine.
else, you make your way
Where
downstairs,
am I?
and the tavern is still active. There's still a lot of folks around. And
You need to switch the Twitch stream over to Matt.
yes, I do. And all sorts of whoopsies. The beginning of this one, huh? But there you go.
Token settings.
It's like new computer, who this?
Exactly. So you walk up
and
to the.
your settings too.
Are in the chat box.
God damn it! All right,
It's okay. It's okay.
Taken care
It's
of. Taken
totally
care
okay.
of. So you
We
guys
got
walk
this.
up to the bar. Alan is still up here, just hanging out. A couple other patrons as well. You said you take those tattered pieces of the rug and just set it in front of him. Just slam them down, right? Alan sees you approaching towards him with what looks to be some sort of long, colorful threads. And when you set them in front of him, he looks at him for a moment, peers real close. And then his eyes widen and he looks up at you. You took care of the damn rug!
Yeah. Well. It wasn't just. It wasn't just me. There's our partner Hayes, who's not with us right now.
Oh, took one of you down, I see. I knew one of you was gonna die.
He's alive. He's just laying on the bed. He's tired. We've also friends Merrick and Pooh. We're also instrumental in the defeating of this rug. But the deed is done, and we've come to balance the scales, as it were. The payment has come due.
Aye, that's right. I believe I promised, let's see, hold on. And he goes beneath his counter for a moment, and you hear him rummaging, then you hear a little bit of jingling. And after a moment, he pulls out a sack and just sets it on the table and says, 50 gold pieces right there for you. And room on the house, too. Why not? You earned it.
All right. 50 gold and a free room and board for the night. I think that's sufficient. Merrick, Pooh, do we have any other issues that need to be addressed?
I'm tired, dog.
For the man.
Stab says he's tired as he's continually running around the tavern. Quite a few people are actually looking over at him as he's running in circles. You're getting a lot of attention over in your area right now from
Who's looking at me?
specifically over here and over here.
Sup?
They're just all staring at you from the table.
What, do you want me to stop? I want to keep going.
Mind, he's just happy to be alive after our experiences just now.
Real quick to before I forget, since he gave us 50 gold, 50 gold splits weird 4 ways. So what I'm going to suggest, I'll suggest it in character. Why not? So 50 gold. Well, Merrick, you were the one who, in the end, saved the day, so I think you should get the lion's share. You'll take 14. The rest of us will take 12. I think that's agreeable.
Appreciate that, sir.
No problem. We'll tuck Hayes' share into his bag. He'll find it later.
Mr.
And I take my.
You talking to me?
Yes. I got a question. After such an event, maybe I'd like to relax a little bit. I hear there's a very nice bathhouse in the city with a bunch of nymphs outside as decorations.
I don't think you'll find a bathhouse with nymphs as decorations anywhere. I think you'll find a bathhouse with maybe nymph carvings on the doors and whatnot.
Might not be quite as impressive, but sounds interesting nonetheless.
My dog is going crazy over something. Hold on just a second. Sorry. Talk amongst yourselves.
Shoom, 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 shoom.
He said no.
Beat that dog live. Beat that ass live.
I'm back and no. What is wrong with you?
All right, Alinity.
Too soon.
Okay,
That
so
was months
anyhow,
ago, and it's already too soon.
It's like flinging cats over your shoulder. And...
Oh shit!
Alan looks to you, Merrick, and says, there is a bathhouse in Lower City. A few, I believe, but only one with nymph carvings in the doors. In Lower City, specifically. What of it?
Can you tell me how to get there, sir?
I believe I can. And, do you have a map on you? I'm assuming you do, right?
I've only got the regional map. I don't have a city map.
Okay, well, that's fine. Because he leans close and says, I could point it out on a map for you if you had one, but if you don't, once you exit out of the Elf Song Tavern, if you just follow the main road to the northwest, keep going, it'll curve around. Eventually, you'll find yourself a huge pair of stone doors leading into this really nice, almost like outside garden, and then the bathhouse itself.
Are there any good cafes over in that area as well?
Well, every few feet there's someone trying to peddle something. I'm sure you could find some food if you want on down the way, or get our new special, the buckets. Take it with you.
I've had one too many for me today, but thanks for the offer.
Fair enough. So what are you guys doing?
I'm going. Oh yeah. What time of day or night would this be now?
Just based on the lighting that you saw recently from upstairs, it's a little later now. Maybe about 4 o'clock.
Oh.
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna turn it in. I'm gonna turn it in. But we're talking like in the 4 in the morning.
No. Afternoon. Early evening.
Oh, in the afternoon. Oh, it's still early. It's still early. Never mind.
Yeah, y'all haven't gone to sleep or anything yet.
We've had
Check on
quite
my
a
buddy
day.
upstairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go put Hayes's share with his personal effects.
Okay, so you heading back upstairs?
I want to
Yeah,
go
heading
upstairs.
back upstairs.
Stab, you said you're. What are you doing, Stab?
I'm going upstairs. I want to go upstairs.
Okay. You can go upstairs, y'all. You know where the stairs are.
I'm in the
Yeah,
stairs.
there you go. There you go. All right. So you all head back up top the Elf Song Tavern. Let me move y'all around here.
Whoa.
There you go.
The dead bodies are still there.
Now, Elgin, you go. Are you going in the room to Hayes to put some stuff up?
Yeah. I'm putting his I'm gonna put his 12 gold with I guess on his person.
Okay.
I'll kind of just very faintly just no, not after that.
And then I guess
The
we
pineapple.
have our I'm gonna say I'm gonna head back. I'm just gonna kind of leave it and just kind of walk away.
Just gonna leave him be.
And
And put the snail on the pineapple. I'll just kind of turn over and start snoring.
How is he sleeping? Is it on his chest or on his back?
I'm on my chest right now.
I want to touch his tail because I want to know what it feels like.
Okay. I mean, you can reach out and touch his tail. Hayes, how do you react to that?
I'll say, no, not today, and I'll like snap my tail, and I'll
I'll just-
wrap it underneath my coat.
What did it feel like, Jamie? You have to tell me.
It felt like you were touching someone's actual skin. It just felt like a small amount of it, I suppose, because tiefling tails aren't that large.
Ooh.
They're long, but not like wide or anything.
So it's like a. Have you ever touched a bald cat? Those hairless cats?
I don't think it's like that. I think it's much smoother than that. No, not wrinkly and whatnot.
It'd be like touching your arm if you shaved your arm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, if I shaved it?
Mhm.
Oh. So, I'll go like, ooh, and then I'll just go over here. I'll just leave. Curiosity is satiated. Where's my
Alright.
room, dog?
Are you asking me that, or are you
Oh.
asking Elgin?
Muscles, where is our rooms at?
That's a good question.
Didn't
I
ask.
believe, did we have? We actually, just as more out of character than anything else. I was under the impression. I know there was a room upstairs we could get if we could get rid of the rug, and then were there like two other rooms?
There were two rooms.
There
There
were-
were two other
They were
rooms. I
the
think we're supposed to have.
first two on the right, but I could be wrong.
You would
Okay.
be correct. He would have said the first two rooms right when you go upstairs straight across. So that would be that room and that room.
How do you know they're rooms?
Okay. I'm gonna.
Because check this out. Boom.
Bam! Look at that.
I thought this yellow thing was the doorknob.
No, that's a light.
Oh, I think that's a it's a light.
Can I open this room?
You can.
Oh, I want to see what his room looks like. Oh, is he sleeping already?
No, I'm just standing by the. He's standing by the door, or by the bed. I mean.
Where's Merrick at?
I'm out here at the table.
Yeah, he's sitting at the table by the strange ritual.
Oh, dude, I'm totally gonna grab the bed before he gets to it, and I'm just gonna run off. Oh
Okay.
shit!
Stab you
I got
going.
like. I'm jumping in the bed and I'm just gonna bounce around for a bit.
Stab you hop into the bed and start just hopping around on it. Kind of gives quite a bit jumping around on it. seems pretty worn, but it is a bed. Elgin, you go ahead and lay down. I'm assuming you're getting all your armor off, getting comfy, and just chilling for the evening?
Yeah. I'm gonna kind of relax. You're getting more of a comfort mode.
Okay. Merrick, you're sitting at the table right now, almost by yourself. To your south is a weird-looking priestess who seems to be kneeling in front of a body and just staring at it right now.
I will sit out here and for at least a little bit. Maybe after it looks like she might have finished with the last one, ask her if she plays dragon chess.
Okay, so you're gonna wait and see if she finishes whatever she's doing?
Mm-hmm.
All right, she's just staring at that body now, and you are not sure how long it's gonna take, but I think everyone else is just laying down, so if you just want to pass some time, you can. How long are you willing to wait?
Until it gets dark. Once it gets there, I'll go ahead and head towards one of the rooms.
Okay. Stab, are you actually going to lay down for the evening, or are you just bouncing around for a minute?
I just want to see how soft it was.
Okay, well, yeah, it's pretty soft, very worn. But once you figure that out, what are you doing?
I'm asleep, fully clothed.
Okay. So you lay down.
Just like weird. Jumping on those.
You're
Just
settling for the
immediate,
evening.
like from jumpy to sleep. Yeah.
Just in one fell swoop. You do one more jump, and then you just land on your stomach and stop moving. Just on the bed.
On my back.
On your back. On your back. Okay, fair enough. Merrick, about 30 minutes go by of this priest staring at this man until finally she holds her hand in front of her and just bows slightly, and then stands up. And once she stands up, are you asking her about dragon chess?
Yeah. Would you like to play a game of dragon chess? The stakes aren't nearly as high as that dice game from earlier.
She turns to you, and you see that she's wearing a mask of some sort. It looks almost scary. It's almost like a demonic-looking mask, but she has a really faint voice when she speaks to you and says, Dragon chess. I'd be interested. How much are you willing to wager on a game of dragon chess?
Coming to a little bit more luck since the dice game, so 2 gold.
She scoffs slightly and walks around the table. 2 gold is honestly not quite worth the time. Why not say 15?
Oh no, that's too rich for my blood. I'm just looking for a friendly game.
15 gold's not much. 14 gold. And she gets way more enthusiastic. She steps forward.
2.
A waste of time. I'm done with the bodies anyhow, and my luck is through the roof, but too low a wager. A waste. And she just walks away.
And with that, I guess I will sigh and start walking towards the rooms. Looks like Pooh is passed out, so I'm going to go ahead and close the door on it.
Okay, you go to close the door here.
Mr. Elgin.
Yes.
You came from the barracks. I hope you don't mind somebody sleeping on the floor.
Oh, don't mind at all.
And I will set my pack up as sort of a pillow, close the door, and go ahead and pass out as well.
Oh,
All
let me
right.
draw that there. All right, so you set your pack down and get comfy on the wooden floor best you can, and everyone kind of just settles for the evening. I'm going to assume the buckets of chicken were... Oh, they were never brought to you. That's right. There was someone who's going to bring them up later, and you guys are bunking down pretty early. So, tell me in character here, are any of you considered a light sleeper?
I am.
Yes.
Same.
Extremely heavy.
Okay. In that case, it's rather quiet outside. Occasionally you'll hear a few footsteps on the wood, but nothing more. at least, well, I'll actually go one at a time. So, at one point, a couple hours have passed. A few of you have fallen into a bit of a slightly deeper sleep, but being light sleepers, you're all awoken when you hear knocking, not from outside your door, but from a door down the hallway. You hear a door opening hastily and shutting almost immediately after. I don't know if that's enough to... And you guys can keep sleeping if you want to, or whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna get up.
Are we doing it turn by turn?
No, you're free to do whatever you want right now.
I'm gonna get up, start bouncing, and be like, that must be my chicken. I'm gonna go check it out. How do I open the door?
I can open it for you. Give me just a moment here. You open the door. You see a woman standing over here at this door. And
Where?
she starts walking in your direction, actually. And as she's walking towards you, she gives a nod and keeps walking.
Be like, excuse me, miss.
Yes?
Are you
She
the
turns
one-
around and looks at you.
Are you the one to deliver my chicken?
Chicken, did you... You must be the group that wanted the buckets.
That's right.
What room would you like it brought to?
This room, and this room, please.
Well,
And I'm gonna move extremely fast when I do it.
There's only 2 buckets, so I can't take them to 3 rooms.
Oh. Well, then just... Oop. I accidentally did character info. Clicking too much. Alright. Alright, well then, this room and this room.
Alright, I can do that. Elgin, she sees you at the doorway too, and kind of just looks your way and gives a smile and a nod.
I'll nod back and tuck the kind of hide the warhammer behind me.
Alright. She continues back on down the stairs.
Can you see me?
Can who see?
Can Muscles? Elgin?
Yeah, should be able
Actually,
to. Oh wait, no, you can't, can you?
no, because I think the door's closed.
The door is
now.
closed.
Oh, yep, there you go.
Yay, I see things.
Be like, yo, can I have 2
yeah.
of your chickens?
I mean, whoa, I don't see why not. There's plenty for everybody.
Cool, you could keep the bucket.
I'm gonna, I'm gonna take the bucket and.
Wait, she
I
didn't
guess
get it to us yet.
Yeah, it hasn't been brought up to you yet.
Oh, it hasn't brought. Okay, got it. Yeah,
I'll just wait here
Yeah.
for us.
Sounds good to me. I'm gonna kind of set my warhammer back down by the kind of back by the bed, and then just kind of sit there, waiting patiently.
Okay. In that case, I'll say a little bit more time passes, about another 30 minutes, until the lady comes back up the stairs, again carrying 2 pails like how you were sitting at the table before. Also, she's carrying a bunch of milk, but instead it's just filled with chicken. And she walks up and sees you standing out there stabbing at you 2 in the doorway, Elgin, and says, "Oh, well, convenient for me, I suppose." And she walks between you both and just holds out the buckets.
I'll take one.
I'll take mine.
I'm just gonna put 2 chickens in my mouth and then start walking this way with the bucket towards Hayes.
And she gives a nod and starts walking over another way. And Hayes is when you walk in, you see Hayes just in a deep sleep, face down on his bed.
I'm gonna come over here, slam the chicken down, be like, "Chicken's here, buddy."
Shit! What are you doing in my room?
"Chicken's here, buddy."
Chicken? What chick? Oh, the chicken. Right. Downstairs. Okay. And I'll kind of sit up and I'll look out the window. Is it daylight out or is it dark?
There's still a little bit of daylight out, but it's getting like sunset hours. Also, you hear a knocking over here.
Chicken. Right. Thank you, Stab. And I'll sort of sit up and then hear the jingling in my pocket. The hell? I'll reach in. Where did this money come from?
I'm gonna walk in. It's your share from the barkeep for defeating the murderous rug.
Oh, gods, the murderous rug, yes. All right. And I'll just kind of sit up, and I'll pull my feet up on the, like, kind of close to me. And I'll look over at the chicken bucket, and I'll just kind of scoot over and lean over and grab it. And I'll take a couple pieces of chicken out, and I'll just start very aggressively.
You start getting very greasy, just eating it up.
Like, yeah. That boy loves the chicken.
Oh, I do. Thank you. So, wait, what are we doing? Is it just chicken time? And then I'm still quite tired.
We'll go to sleep afterwards, buddy.
Yes, we have a long day ahead of us, I would imagine. We have
I'm over here now.
plenty of quest ahead of us. We should all be resting.
We've got to find the bathhouse, but that's tomorrow. I'm going to go back to sleep now, though. And I'll lay back down, and I'll even have still a chicken bone in my left hand.
All right, you lay back down, quite messy, and holding a chicken bone still, but you're able to lay down, get comfy, and kind of start falling back into a sleep.
That's it. I'm gonna head back to my room, and I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna eat a few more bites of chicken, and then go back to sleep.
Did you want to shut your door?
Oh yeah, door should be shut. Let's
There you go.
yeah. Privacy. Privacy is always important.
And what
And
are you
I'm-
doing, Stab?
I'm planning on sleeping until morning.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time.
Are you gonna? Oh, you're gonna bounce a couple times and land on your face or back and fall asleep.
This time on my face, because I am an animal.
Okay.
How do I do the slide thing? There you go.
You bounce a couple times and then land on your face and fall asleep.
Oh,
It-
and I closed the door. It was amazing.
And you get up real quick to close the door, and then you fall back asleep.
That's right.
So, time passes. Merrick, I think, is it half elves who can meditate, or is it full elves?
Got 4 hours. That's all I need.
Okay. A couple more hours pass until your meditation period is up, and you gain the benefits of a long rest. Elgin, do you have that ability as well? Or are you full sleeping?
Oh, let's see. You know what? That is a very good question.
race are you?
I'm half elf, so I don't think I
you're
have that.
You're 4 hours as well.
That's 4 hours. Okay.
I believe so.
But that's your choice. You don't have to meditate for 4 hours. You can full sleep if you'd rather.
Yeah.
The benefits are the same for you either way.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm a soldier, sir. I
Fair enough.
don't need as much sleep.
So I'll say, in that case, a few hours have gone by to where both you and Merrick are able to get the benefits of a long rest. And it's about, see if it was about 3 or 4. I'll say it's about 8. About 8 in the evening now. Still very, well, so it's later in the evening now, but still got a ways to go till tomorrow. Stab, you're completely asleep right now. Hayes, you are as well. Merrick and Elgin, what would you like to do?
going to-
Well, yeah. Oh, go ahead, Merrick.
Since Elgin had gotten up and stuff, I figure I'll finish a little bit sooner than he will. I'll
bit.
sort of kind of just stay there still once I've woken back up. Listen for Elgin to start moving around in the bed.
Okay. And not long after, you see him kind of stir a bit from his meditation, stretch himself off, and rotate his shoulders and whatnot. He seems to be up.
Half elves do need to sleep 8 hours. I just looked it up.
Oh, they do?
Oh, they
Yeah,
do?
I just looked it up.
Oh, I'm sleeping 8 hours.
And after he's
I
done
want all my
stretching his
8.
shoulders out, he falls right back down, goes back to sleep.
Yeah, I still wanted to talk to him for a minute. I've got a crazy idea.
And you may have to wait a while now. What would you like to do?
I'm going to start gathering my stuff back up. And is there any sort of like stationery or anything like that in this room?
Tell me what a stationery is. I don't know what a stationery is. I know what a stationary
Paper.
object is.
Paper, writing paper,
Paper.
like notes and stuff. That little courtesy pad by the phone at the hotel. That's what I'm
There-
looking for.
There is no courtesy pad or anything like that laying around. There is a chest you could store your stuff in, and a little dresser in the corner. But other than that, there's not really many. Oh, and there goes my dog again. Chill, Wiko. Hey, chill. But yeah, no papers of any sort, Merrick.
I'd like to search for something to leave a note for Elgin on.
Okay, like you're gonna have to work with me here. So you're searching for something to leave some type of writing on?
Yeah.
Do you have anything you can leave writing on?
Let me check my equipment.
Because I mean, technically, you could like, I don't know. You go as far as cutting up pieces of your clothes to spell out letters. I mean, how far you want to go to leave this message?
Not that far. Maybe a corner off that map that we have, like a small one.
Okay. What are you writing on it?
Gone to reconnoiter the bathhouse. I'll catch up with you guys there.
What's it say?
Out of character, he wrote, heading to the bathhouse, check some stuff out, catch up with you guys later. Something along those lines. But you don't know that right now, Stab. You're asleep.
Oh, yeah.
So you write that down on a little piece of shredded paper off your map. And just leave it, I'm guessing, laying on the nearby little desk in the room.
Yeah, somewhere maybe he'll notice it. On top of his armor or something.
Okay. In that case, we're going to speed through this because I don't want to do a solo scouting session for the next 30 minutes. So I'm gonna speed run you through this, all right?
Alright.
Are you heading? So you're heading out now, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you head out into the main room and head down the stairs of the tavern. It's very lively still, actually more lively than earlier. A lot of people getting more drunk, a couple people arguing and whatnot between each other. But you make haste outside the Elf Song Tavern and into the streets for the evening. You follow the main road for quite a while. I shouldn't say quite a while, maybe about 20 minutes. The city's pretty damn big. And eventually, you make it to some large stone doors in this quaint little cube of a building, just kind of sitting by itself between some dirt roads. And it looks like it has drawings of a couple of nymphs on the doors themselves that are also shut solid right now. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I don't want to approach it. I just sort of kind of want to find somewhere maybe across the plaza from it that's out of the way and kind of post up there and try to see if I can see anybody going into or out of this place.
Okay, sure. There's a lot of buildings around in this area. So you trying to like get on the roof of one of them or something like that?
Not necessarily roof. If there's somewhere that's got a good view, that's like a cafe, somewhere where people are supposed to be, I want to find a spot that won't draw on notice.
Okay,
And
so
if I can't find something like that, maybe an alley or something.
There is an alley you can watch from. There's no areas necessarily to just sit out and spectate this place from in plain view. Nowhere nearby, at least. but you are able to kind of slink to an alleyway and just post up. So I'm guessing you've got like your binoculars and some snacks, and you just kind of watch it.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, continuing to
Pieces of
fast
cold
forward,
chicken.
a few hours go by until it's dead dark. You would expect it to be about maybe midnight, maybe a little bit after. You see a couple of hooded figures approach those doors, move them open. They push them open and head on in and shut them as they're going inside. They look armed as well.
I'd like to sort of kind of keep track of how many I see and what they're carrying weapon-wise.
Sure. You saw 3 go in there. They look to be female as well. And let me see what they had on them for you. Let's see, there we go. On their hips, you could see what looked to be daggers on both sides, on all 3 of them, as they went inside. Daggers looked a little curved, looked a little funky too, not like your straight pointy ones.
All right, then I'll just keep them watch until morning.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to... It's going to go black screen for you for a little bit here because you are not in the tavern anymore. About 4 more hours go by. It's about 4 in the morning now. All of you have slept real hard. You guys have gotten a long rest, so you all can gain the benefits of it now. Stab, that means you gain all of your health back, and spells if you add any. There should be a button at the top of your screen next to short rest that says long rest. You can just click that and it'll regain all your stuff.
I've been hovering around it for a while. Yeah, I got it.
All right, when you guys are all rested up, and morning is almost here, right around the corner. But yeah, what would you like to do?
I will kind of come to and still see that it's dark outside but feel kind of fully rested. And I'll look down at my left hand and see that I'm holding a chicken bone still. What the hell? What is... And I'll kind of hop up out of the bed, grab my stuff, my pouch, and my staff, and I'll get up and I'll kind of walk out of the room and just see what's going on in the main room, which looks to be like nothing.
Yeah, it's pretty dead in there right now. There's still some corpses on the wall to the south, but nothing else changed.
Right. I'll walk up to the door here, and I'll go to knock, and then I'll think, wait, what rooms were they in? And I'll just kind of call out, Elgin! Merrick! Stab! I'll kind of go up to each door and just repeat that.
Okay.
When I awake, I immediately, first thing I do is I start putting my armor on. And once I got my armor, got my weapon, and I am opening the door.
Okay, once you open the door, which I will open for you here, you see Hayes standing
Holy
right outside the door.
shit! Right. And I was just like kind of leaning in towards the door, like as it opened. Elgin. Good to see you. Thank you for the extra change.
Oh, well, you earned it. And I actually put a hand on his. I'm gonna put a hand on his shoulders. I hope you're well rested because we have big work ahead of us. I got a note here. And I'm gonna look at it because it was set with my stuff. So I'm gonna share with the class. Yeah, that we haven't gotten Pooh yet, but Hayes will know. Basically, let us know what Merrick is up to. He got up ahead of us.
He just left by himself. He went to a cultist. suspected hideout
Well-
by himself?
Well, I mean, he did say he's done this type of stuff before, I believe. So,
Hope so, or else we're gonna find a corpse of Merrick there, not just regular Merrick.
that man can kill a rug. I believe he can handle himself.
That
Now
rug
the-
looked the other way. It could have easily been him.
That may be true.
It squeezed you. I saw it. You
Oh.
felt it.
Oh, most certainly. My life flashed before my eyes, but I feel that encounter, it did something to me. It reawoken something in me.
Oh,
I feel like now, if I feel this way, I'm sure Merrick feels the same. But
well,
we should
hopefully
probably
it's not-
wake up. Was it Pooh Brain? We should probably
stab,
get
yes. And hopefully
Yes.
what awoken in him was not overconfidence. And I'll walk
Well-
over and I'll say, is this room? This is the one with stab?
I believe yes. Yes, here we are.
And I'll immediately
we'll-
just give it 3 hard, like boom, boom, boom.
Stab, you hear your door get just bam, bam, bam 3 times hard, and it jolts you awake.
While I scream shit like so loud that everyone could hear it. It's like, and then I'm gonna open the door.
Yep, this is the one.
Open the door. Oh, hey guys, it's you.
It's time to go.
Stab.
Good morning, fellas.
Yes. Merrick has
Thank-
gone ahead of us.
Thank you for the
We'll,
chicken. But yes, as he said, we have been left.
Is Merrick shorter than me?
How tall are you?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I'm 5'7".
How tall are you, Merrick?
I got 6 inches on him.
Yep.
Damn.
Ooh.
Jesus.
What about real life? No, I was kidding.
Basketball elf?
I thought elves were short. Well,
No,
whatever.
elves are tall.
Nah, that's
Really?
Elves are
Yeah,
definitely tall.
yeah.
I didn't know that. I'm thinking like the ones that make the cookies.
You're thinking like gnomes.
The
half
Keebler
feet.
elves?
yeah.
they're-
The Keebler elves, which look more like Keebler gnomes.
Oh,
Is there-
I don't know. I
Is
didn't
there
know.
a Keebler elf variant in this
there is not.
edition?
Very distant
'Cause
relative.
I'll switch to it immediately.
Yes, I will be half Keebler, half Keebler elf, which will be very interesting.
You want some
You get-
cookies?
It's more sturdy.
Do you get to start
Alright.
with the chef feat if you take that?
So I'll look at Stab and I'll say, look, it seems we're going to have to get right to it. I don't exactly know where this bathhouse is, and to be honest, I don't know if he knows exactly where it is. Did either of you happen to get directions?
The directions to the bathhouse.
I'd put my face like right into my palm. I said, yes.
I'm sure we can find them.
Oh my God! And I'll immediately turn around. Come on, we've. Why does this always happen? I find people and then they just wander off into the night. As I, just not afraid of waking anybody up.
Okay, you're
I'm gonna
down
throw
downstairs?
Yeah, back downstairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the warhammer over the shoulder, and I'll be following him down.
Okay, you 3 head downstairs back into the main room, which is fairly empty right now.
Oh shit.
Up in the corner, you can see the large half-ogre creature just slumped up, sitting down, leaning against the shelf in the back. There are a couple people sitting at tables and just sitting at chairs and whatnot, but it's very, very... It's technically not even morning yet. I'd say it's extremely late from the previous day. So, not a lot of
I'm gonna
activity.
walk up to this first guy and just see. Is he as dirty as he looks in the in the token?
He looks quite down on his luck. Yes.
You would definitely not know. All right. And I'll walk past him. No offense. And I'll walk up to the half ogre and kind of put up a finger and say, I don't know if you'll know. Excuse me, ma'am, excuse me. We would like directions to the bathhouse. Lower city, preferably. We're not rich.
The creature responds with snoring.
Oh, gods. All right, and I'll just hastily walk across the room, just like in a half panic, pretty much, over to this person. And I'll just lean over the back of this chair. Go ahead, Elgin.
Oh, no, I was just going to walk back up to the missus. And I was going to kind of, not necessarily drop, but kind of set my warhammer down on the bar in such a way that would be noisy.
Okay, you clank your hammer down onto that bar, and it kind of, and it falls with the heavy end first, like, and then the shaft falling to the as well, which she starts kind of, you are noisy.
My apologies. I'm in need of some information.
Skuna doesn't care.
Well, I think you should care, madam. I wouldn't expect everyone to appreciate this, but the balance in this realm is upset. And I have need of knowing the directions to a location that I believe you may know where it exists. And if you do, I would be quite pleased if you would direct me. And for your troubles, because I know that the value of sleep, especially before a long shift, I would be willing to part with a little bit of coin.
Oh, coin! Finally! Small man talk too much. And she stands up on her feet. Give Skuna 2 silvers. Skuna will answer.
2 silvers. Well, tell you what. I'll do you one better. Because what, 2 was a silver? It's like what, was it 10 silver make up a gold piece or something like that?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here's what I'll do. I'll be generous, because fuck math.
I got 2 silvers.
I got this. Dad.
Okay.
I'm gonna put 1 gold down on the table.
Skuna looks at it and her eyes like go wide. She looks at it and looks back at you. This is many silvers. Gold. You give Skuna gold?
Yeah. Why not? I'm sure your time is worth gold. I would imagine.
What little man want to know?
Well, there's a bathhouse that I wish to know the location of. I wish to be directed there. You don't have to accompany us, but if you could just point me in the right direction. It's a shady type, ne'er-do-wells, likely owning and operating it.
Bathhouse.
Sound familiar?
Skuna not allowed at bathhouse.
Well, and then it strikes me that you would definitely know where a place is that you're not allowed to be.
Skuna has tried. Not allowed. Too big.
Meanwhile, I'm over leaning across the chair at this dude, like, excuse me, yes, bathhouse. And then point my fingers in like 2 directions with like panicked at this point.
The figure in the chair kind of looks up at you, just a bit like groggily and confused. But before that, I'll finish up with what Skuna was saying. And she looks down at you, Elgin, and it looks like she's trying to tell directions, but doesn't really communicate north, south, east, west very well. So she ends up saying, when you leave tavern, look, Skuna does this. And go down far for a long time. Yeah, and
Can I be like, ask her to come with us?
you will find Bathhouse.
That sounds oddly simple. Thank you, Skuna.
She takes the gold and
And
just holds on to it.
I pick up my warhammer, slap it back over the shoulder, and give Skuna a nod. And I say, "See you around."
And she sits back
And
down
then I
and
turn.
just slumps her head.
I kind of about face and begin marching towards the exit. And Hayes,
I'm trying to. Did you find out where it is? And I'll look back to the guy sitting in front of the fireplace, just quickly to see if he's like mid-answer or anything.
Actually, it was like, if you're looking for the bathhouses, outside, hang a left, keep going, can't miss it.
Right. Appreciate it. I have chicken grease all over me, and I have to be clean. And I'll just make my way towards the door, and I'll look at the suit of armor on the way out, and just sort of give it like a little good day. And Elgin, we going?
I'm ready.
And I will walk out the door with Elgin and Stab still sitting at the bar. And I will walk out into the street, kind of look both ways, and then hang a left, and I'll kind of power walk a little bit almost.
Okay. So you start heading down the road to the left as instructed by Skuna. Stab, where'd you go? I lost you.
I'm right next to
He's
Elgin.
right outside the door.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
are. Couldn't see you. Sit still for a moment. I have to grab your token. Okay. You guys head outside onto the streets, which are fairly not crowded right now. It's very, very early in the day.
Perfect.
Let me move you guys to the map. And just a second, because I got to update something else. So as you step outside, you're kind of hit with this cool, misty fog. It feels fairly pleasant, but it's also quite damp when you feel it. Doesn't look like it's going to rain or anything. It's just, morning dew and whatnot, and fairly thick this morning.
I'll when that kind of hits me, I'll slow down to like almost like a little trot for a second, and then stop completely in the road, and I'll just kind of close my eyes and just take a deep breath in.
Okay, and when you do, it's you're hit with kind of a mixture of scents. It feels a little refreshing. At the same time, you're also hit with just random hints of a pungent smell just from a random area, be it maybe a dead critter on the side of the road or whatnot, being Baldur's Gate. But overall, that's pretty much all you feel.
I'll just kind of exhale, and I'll brush the smell to the side. I've smelled awful things being on the sea, and I'll say, it's not often you get to stop for just a moment, and then we have to hurry. But this, take this moment and enjoy it for what it is. Cult's not great. And hopefully, Merrick is still alive. We'll just assume yes for now, but we may not get many moments like this. The cool air, and I'll just kind of look back towards like the harbor, even though I probably can't see it if it's foggy or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I imagine I can kind of hear the water in the distance.
Oh yeah.
I will miss the sea though, and then I'll just I'll kind of take another deep breath and compose myself a little bit. And I'll turn back to Elgin and Stab. Are you all good? Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Right. Okay. And I'll kind of.
Are you fine?
I am. Yes, I'm better. Better now. And I'll just sort of kind of dust off my coat. I'm wearing kind of this large, kind of sea, almost like what you'd see on a boat, kind of overcoat. And say, right, let's find the bathhouse, and then I'll just keep going, but not at the kind of breakneck speed I was going before.
Okay. Stab, Elgin, same thing, just keeping pace.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Merrick,
Maintaining.
the entire time you've been in this alley, just hanging out, the only thing you've seen were those figures that entered in and then shut the doors again. Nothing else has happened at this place.
As the fog sort of kind of settles in, I'm going to get a little bit more comfortable with my situation. I'm going to attempt Mask of the Wild, so that I can hide even while I'm only lightly scared.
Okay, go ahead and link that for me too in the chat.
Is there a proper way to do that?
I
See
think
that
there
works.
is. Yeah, there you go. So, actually, yeah, go ahead and make a stealth check for me. Let's see how well you're going to be hidden.
All right.
Everyone
Okay.
gets cool stuff than me.
So, we'll work off what you rolled there, and I'll let you know if that's significant or not. But you maintain your post, just waiting. Elgin, Stab, and Hayes, you continue down the road with the instructions that Elgin gathered, as well as the person sitting at the fire. And it takes you about 20 minutes of walking, and let me show you where you guys are at. So you started specifically right there as you exited the Elf Song Tavern.
Can you ping it again?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Right there. You follow this road, passing by a few shops, a couple people out and about right now, but the streets aren't nearly as crowded as you expect for Baldur's Gate right now. The occasional guy leaning against the wall, flipping a coin, eyeing you warily. A lot of types that probably look like they would be out late at night, looking for a mark or something, but no one really messes with you guys as you're heading down the way until you end up right here. Merrick, you see your allies out on the main road right now from this alleyway. And everyone else, you see this square, it looks like a building. It looks like there's some tall walls and then maybe something beyond, and some large stone doors with some nymphs carved into them.
Does that say E.T.?
It does say E.T.
Oh, duh.
We all walk up on this in the same time?
All three of you do. Merrick is still in the alley, just looking at you all at the moment.
Okay.
I'd like to see if I can find a small rock and hold on to it.
Okay, in the alleyway, I'll say, sure, you find maybe a pebble about the size of your thumb.
That's perfect.
I'll look at the doors, and then kind of look back to Stab and Elgin, and I'll just kind of stop and point to them. And I see Elgin's wide eyes. Say, you see it? You see that? I think we're here. But here's Merrick. I'd like to make a perception check and see if I can find where Merrick is sneaking around.
Sure. Go ahead and make a perception check for me. The number's not too hard to beat. Okay, you
Damn.
look around and you're looking up and down a few buildings around and whatnot, and then finally you look at an alleyway and you see just a little bit someone crouched in the fog looking through at you.
I'll see someone crouch, and I'll immediately put my hands, just like on the backs of my hands on Elgin's and Stab's chest, and then I'll point over there, and I'll kind of frost up my hand just a little bit, and I'll kind of look over there and say, how far away is he, actually, first?
About 40 feet.
Okay. And I'll kind of move a little closer, just frost in my hand still, until I get probably about 10 feet closer, and I'll just kind of whisper yell almost. Who's there? I see you looking, spying.
I'll go ahead and step out, pull back my cloak. Go, you guys are gonna blow my cover.
What cover? I just looked over here and saw you. It is. And once I see it's him, I'll walk up like quickly, and I'm just kind of put my hand on his shoulder. What? Okay, so let me just wrap my head around something. We are brand new group together. We almost died together our very first day knowing each other. And your first thought when thinking about a devil cult, a demon cult, is to go track it by yourself.
You guys almost died. I can't let myself be responsible for your all's deaths.
I'll take my hand off his shoulder and kind of straighten up a little bit. I see.
Oh, it's cold-blooded.
Well, I will remember that then, the next time.
I mean, you saw me in there. I froze up. I forgot how to do cure wounds. I've known that for years under Doya's training.
Well, the way you put it wasn't very nice, and I will still remember it. I will remember it better than you remembered cure wounds.
God damn.
And I'll turn back towards Elgin and Stab, and then I'll look back towards you, Merrick, and I'll say, so I assume since you were here, I guess most of the night, spying, did you see anything?
Well, maybe we shouldn't talk about this in the middle of the plaza if there's people in there that could come out. And I'll sort of kind of motion to the alleyway I was sitting in.
Oh, the very inconspicuous alleyway, yes.
Oh, shoot, I just forgot I could have rolled past without a trace. Oh, well. Yes, that one.
All right. Into an alley with a stranger I've known for a day. Good job, Hayes. You know how to pick 'em. And I'll walk into the darkened alley.
Can I do something?
Elgin and Stab, yeah, what are you guys doing?
I want to look at America. I was like, ooh, like the whole time I'm just like laughing.
So you're that guy in the background just backing up
Yeah.
whatever someone's
I'm
saying.
like, oh, shit. And I want to like look at Eldrin. I was like, damn.
So you play hype man as they're discussing with this one another. Elgin, what are you doing as they walk towards the alley?
I'm walking towards the alley, but I am stone faced the entire time.
Okay.
My eyes keep shifting back towards the bathhouse.
All right.
Is basically where my focus has been.
Stab, are you
Some
going
point-
to the alley as well?
Oh yeah, I'm just following Tailman, following him wherever he goes because that was
Hayes.
fucking sick.
Hey, follow Hayes.
Hayes.
Got it. So you guys all head in this alley with Merrick. You see a couple snacks laying around.
About, I think, 1, 2 in the morning was the only time I saw anybody go in there. There were 3 women, dressed in cloaks, carrying weird daggers. I'm pretty sure they didn't see me, but since you guys saw me, maybe they did.
Well,
What's the plan?
Bathhouse isn't open yet. I haven't seen anybody who looks like a legitimate owner. If there is one.
perhaps they live there?
But you never saw anyone leave.
Exactly. They're still in there somewhere.
Well, I don't know about you gentlemen, but I don't remember being told to do this quietly.
Ooh.
No, that was certainly not a stipulation of the contract.
We were given impunity.
We have a license to kill. Yes.
You want to gather up the
Whoa.
whole platoon of Flaming Fist and march in there? What's your plan?
I was gonna say just kick in the door.
Well, before we go to such
Let Helm sort them out.
Right. Yes, Helm. He's a fantastic god. Probably the best. But maybe we try. The way I see it is, if we are able to at least get close before we make our move, then we stand a better chance at maybe catching someone off guard.
Then we
There's
wait.
Perhaps. We need to at least get into the doors. I might be able to finagle my way into getting them to open the doors for me.
Wait a minute. And I look over at Stab.
Huh?
You look like the sort who treks with what's the word? Shady
People who
types.
visit bathhouses? Yes, I agree.
Well, that's how I
You think
started.
you know your way in there? Could you get us in?
I spied on a few bathhouses in my past. Sure. And I think I'm better at sneaking than this guy. Am I right, guys? Heyo! I want a high
Pretty
five for muscles
funny,
right
Colonel.
now. I want a high five for muscles. Can you give it to me?
I just stare at him and
Oh, I'm gonna be like, oh, okay. Oh, he's doing it! Like, yeah!
You're pretty funny for an almost dead guy.
And I'm like, oh, don't worry about it. We're still a team. It's all in good fun. Come on, buddy. I'm just gonna reach up there because apparently he's way taller than me. Like this.
All right,
I'll,
I'll hold you against you.
I'll look
I'm gonna
at
go like that.
Stab and say, I want to look Stab up and down real quick first. Is he still covered in like blood and dried blood?
Yes.
Okay.
From whatever the past battle was, I don't think it was too gory. So he might have a few.
But he got like
lines on him.
cut to shit though.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he took a lot of damage. I thought you meant from the damage he was dealing and other people's blood on him.
No.
He
Oh,
looks like
yeah,
he
no.
was beat up before. He's got a few crusty bits on him.
Is he looking at me for a long time? You looking at me for a long time?
No. I was just looking up and down to see how blood covered you were, which you dropped to like 1 health and got cut a bunch. So I assumed it would have been more than a couple crusty bits, but I would say perhaps we could use that. I could bring my dying friend to the door and need to get his wounds cleaned. Let us
Like
in.
I'm like, you saw the other guy though, right? He was dead.
Yes, he got the definitely the
Yeah.
worst end of that deal. Perhaps you could pretend to be a bit more hurt when they open the doors. If they are locked, then the rest of us come in.
I could do that. And I'm just gonna play dead. Just right there.
Don't be all the way. No. And I looked at him on the ground. And I assume since it's kind of wet and damp, there's like mud and stuff that gets
Oh,
all
I
over
don't
him.
care. Dirt is nothing to me.
It's a
I'll
little.
say
good buddy.
That's good. That's the more dirt and yes, that's perfect. Now get up.
All this praise makes me like super excited. And so I'm just like super bouncy.
There is another thing. What if there's another way into this place? So maybe send somebody around back?
Well, we have, and I look around, probably one of us that's good at sneaking. It's certainly not you.
God
Maybe
damn.
I was just getting a little rusty sitting there so long.
That's fair enough. Everyone has a bad day.
Oh, I could sneak, and then like when I say that, I just gotta get serious first. And when I say that, I'm like absolutely still from bouncing, and like a whole demeanor changes.
I'll kind of look at Elgin and Merrick. Who is this? If you want to check it out, that's fine. All right, vote. We can send Stab to go check it out, or we can bust our way in right out of the gate, or we can try and con our way in. Any votes?
No.
Well,
I don't know, man. I'm only level 2.
a frontal assault is probably not the wisest decision, but this would take longer. But I think if we were to catch whoever it is that enters at night, as Merrick pointed out, maybe we could take them down as they enter in and then go in that way. I will say I'm not the sneaky type. I'm more of a hammer.
Well, we just
Blunt
need to get in the
object.
door, yes?
That is exactly correct.
What are we going to find on the other side?
That's what we don't know.
And we won't. Until we go through them. One way or another.
Then I say, let's... our options.
Maybe we send somebody in during the day, scope out the place while it's a legitimate business.
I nominate
I just
Stab.
hold my hands out like, that's exactly what I was proposing.
Aw,
I nominate Stab.
I'm starting to feel bad.
Right. All right, we'll give it a couple of hours and then I'll take Stab to the front and we'll see how far we can get.
So we're going with the con man plan?
Either that or we can just all walk in like we need a bath.
Okie dokie.
I'm sure we
Probably
could all
could
use a bath.
I
You know what?
definitely could.
Screw it. Start walking up to the door,
Ooh.
looking around, see if there's any signage, anything that would indicate the operation hours.
What time y'all open?
There actually is like a plaque put into the wall next to this door. And as you're examining this plaque, you can just see this place that actually has a very simple name. It's called the Van Themper Bathhouse.
That's
And
not
then
simple.
Okay.
That's not simple at all.
How do you
and
say
for-
it? Van Themper?
Van
Van
Themper.
Themper.
Van Themper. Oh,
And-
just like in a normal one. Okay.
And underneath
Van Themper.
that, it has a parenthesis saying courtesy of the Van Themper family.
Ooh.
And it's the Van Themper what?
The Van Themper Bathhouse.
Okay.
VANTHMPUR, if you're wondering.
Yeah.
And it does have some operation hours under that as well. It doesn't. I don't know in the D&D world what
You can just
times they use,
fuck
but
it, use our time.
it looks like they're open from dawn to a little before midnight. So right now they would still be closed.
Oh,
No, it's just going when it's open.
yeah, I agree. I say we wait.
And then I would have if Elgin was walking up to the door, I would have walked with him.
Yeah, me
and I'll
too.
see the hours and I'll say, damn it. Well, I guess we'll just have to be filthy for a few more hours. Come on. Let's go wait it out somewhere. And I'll
Yeah,
lean
I
into
say we
Elgin
take
and say,
the time
come
to go
on.
back. Yeah, I say we go back. I say we go back to the Elf Song Tavern.
We can wait in the alley. I'm quite
Or we
dirty.
can wait in the alley. Either way. Either way, I say we I say we wait. When they open, we go in. We act as if we are patrons, And then once we get a lay of the land, we smite these whatever they are.
Well, don't pull your smiting pants up too tight quite yet. We might get in there and it could be more than we can handle. We need to be prepared to make a tactical retreat and let the captain know, and perhaps we need reinforcements. But more than likely, we should be fine, I assume. I mean, how dangerous could a bathhouse be? But
Have you ever slipped in a bathhouse?
no, I have not.
Got a point.
Have you ever fought someone in your small clothes in a bathhouse?
Not in a bathhouse, but on a very damp boat, yes.
You got to cover up your balls and fight. Yeah.
Regardless.
And you know, the floor can get quite slippery.
Indeed it can.
We're going to be on unsure footing.
My point being, just keep your cool at first until we know. There could be
Oh, I shall.
There could be innocence in the way and intermingled.
I agree. But the moment we know what it is we're dealing with, and we have assessed the situation, I'm going to terminate them.
And I will help you terminate them. But oh gods, I'm just so dirty. But I guess I'll come back later. I'll like proclaim loudly. Come on, Sven.
I'm going to,
and I'll grab Elgin.
I'm going to sit down. I'm gonna. I guess if there's, are there any places like across from the bathhouse, like that would have somewhere where you could sit?
Not in the nearby area. The only area you can get a good view of these doors from the bathhouse is the alley you're in right now. There are other areas you could go to, but you wouldn't be able to see the doors anymore.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm just gonna sit there. I'm gonna kind of just lean against the wall of the alley, and we'll just simply wait.
Okay. Everyone just waiting for a bit?
I'm going to ask you a question. While we were wandering this way in our separate groups, did we see any market stalls that looked like they may sell equipment that would be interesting to us, like potions?
Most of what you saw out on the streets, specifically in the hours you went there, was almost nothing. You saw just various characters traveling down the roads, kind of, especially you being alone. You got looked at a lot, Merrick, but no one really messed with you. But as far as vendors and whatnot, nothing you could have stopped and accessed at the time.
I not necessarily access then, but come back to later. I figure like a potion shop would be pretty easy to see, but closed at that time.
There were a few shops along the way, but nothing potion related in this area.
Oh well.
Okay. In that case, time is about to pass. About 2 hours of you guys just kind of hanging out in this dirty, small alleyway. Just 4 adventurers just hanging out, staring at this door. I'm guessing making small talk with each other. Until finally, you all can hear the 2 voices approaching. Not towards you, but going towards these doors. And you see 2... hooded figures walking towards the door, kind of casually, like they're just strolling, and they're talking to one another, and you hear one laugh, and you can tell now one of them's a woman when she starts chuckling, as they walk up to the stone doors and start to open them.
Just glancing at them, that you said they have daggers?
These don't seem to be carrying any weapons on their hips.
Okay. I'll look over to Merrick and say, different ones from before?
I'll give a nod, trying to stay quiet.
Yeah, these don't look anything like the ones you saw before, Merrick.
Makes 5 in there.
And as they push open the stone doors, they actually push them to where they stay open and continue to walk into what looks like a little courtyard and around a corner until they're out of your sight.
Perhaps that's our cue.
I stand up for my lean with my weapon and just start marching towards the open doors. I'd look back and say, I think we just got our invitation, boys.
I'll look back to Stab and say, he's quite intimidating.
I think he's adorable.
Are we all just going to wander in there together? Do we want to space it out so we're maybe not so obvious? How are we doing it?
I think we space it out.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna walk in first.
I want to be behind him.
I'm going to I guess pass through. There's no one like past the double doors, like anyone like looking out or any like customer service. No one like a desk person, or he says there's just a courtyard open to enter.
It looks like no, there's no one standing in the entranceway of this place. Just two huge stone doors opened up. You can see a little bit more clearly in there now. Is beyond that another building that has like stained glass windows, and it looks like clay roof tiles. Beyond the 10-foot walls and these huge doors that were there with the nymphs on them.
Okay. Is there any? I guess as I'm walking through, I kind of want to scan. I guess kind of skim the air just to see if I notice anything. Any, I guess, whatever.
Okay. Are you actually going through the doors?
Yeah, I'm going through.
All right.
I'm going in.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me, and I'm going to describe what the environment is around you, and then I'll tell you what your perception check reveals. So,
Okay.
when you walk through these doors, there's a L-shaped courtyard with a nice trimmed lawn and manicured shrubbery around you. The yard is decorated with white marble benches and stone fountains, each in the form of a smiling nymph tipping a jug that spills water into a little circular stone basin. There's about 3 of them in the area. You look around at all this, and it looks quite nice, actually. But you kind of narrow your eyes and look a little more thoroughly to make sure there's nothing out of the ordinary around you or anything like that. And at the moment, you feel like what you see is what you have.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to keep walking.
Okay.
Do
So what's that?
we all do perception when we go in there?
Right now, Elgin's the only one who told me he wants to go inside. Everyone else is outside. Are you going in?
I want to be. I'm like really close to him.
Okay.
I'm like a child following his father.
So you follow
like
right behind Elgin in there, and you see the same
Kind of like
stuff.
holding at him too, like this.
Are you holding on to him?
Kinda, yeah.
Elgin, what are you? How are you? What are you about this?
I mean, I'm just gonna go
grown
along
man
with
is
it.
holding on to you.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I mean, I'm just gonna like it's gonna be like the loosest of handholds, it's just kind of like I'm there, like it's just like if the wind blew just the right way, I would probably it would just be like
but I want to make like stupid small talk to make sure like I still get approval for him. Like were the nymphs topless? In the statues, were they topless? Were they topless?
I guess
They would
Yes.
be. And yes, they would
Yes.
be.
Okay, I'm gonna point to the topless nymph and be like, "That's fancy." Does he
yes,
laugh?
it is.
It's up to him.
It is rather fancy.
Did you laugh at that though?
I give a
You don't have to.
yes, it's fancy, and I keep going.
That encourages me, and now I'm like even closer to him.
Okay. Walking around this courtyard, it's shaped kind of like an L again. There's a wall right in front of you, but you walk around it and you see more of those marble stone benches. And in just a few steps, you look to your left and you see 2 large wooden doors closed at the moment. It looks like an entrance to this building.
I'm going to go and try and open them.
Okay. Merrick and Hayes. I'm going to transition just to them if you guys are staying outside. Are y'all staying outside?
That's fine. Yep.
Okay.
I'll grab a refill real quick.
Give me just a moment.
I'll really not know what's going on inside.
All right.
When's the bathroom break, Jamie?
Oh, I was gonna do that just as soon as y'all all walked in, but y'all won't walk in. So let me. There you go, and there you go. So Stab and Elgin, you two should be able to see what's going on.
I just see all black.
Is it all black?
It's all black for me.
Is it all black for you? Elgin?
It is. No, I can see a sliver.
I see it now. Oh, I see it. Yeah, it's super blurry.
Oh, it's gonna take a moment to load. Sorry, this page is weird.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. It's like a little lawn.
That's exactly where you are.
I don't see no topless things though. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I guess
theater of
that
the mind,
takes
sir.
longer to buffer. Okay. You call it.
So those are the doors that you two see in front of you. And you said you're just opening them up, Elgin?
Yes. I'm going to open the doors.
Is there any arrows directing like the public where to go?
No, there are no arrows around. But you open the double doors, and inside you see. Let me read this here. If I can find it. Okay, the walls of this 20-foot-high pillared chamber are adorned with bathing royalty. It's just all sorts of fancy graphics on the wall. Seeing as morning is now struck and the sun is just barely rising, you can see a little bit of natural light streaming in through the stained glass windows, creating pretty patterns of tiles of polished blue marble that cover the floor. There are a few shallow, sunken pools in the vicinity, as well as a few tubs laying about. And everything seems to be, all these pools and these tubs seem to be equipped with pairs of brass faucets.
Well, spared no expense, I see. And then I'm walking all the way in.
Well, it smells very fancy in here.
Well, let's kind of look around, see if there's anyone that is there. I'm imagining probably someone at some point. There'll be people around. Any like clearly the doors are just open, so we're probably the only patrons. But anyone who seems like they might work in this bathhouse. Do I see anybody? Anyone robed or otherwise?
After you opened those doors and stepped in, you could hear the sound of a chair kind of scratching across the floor and some footsteps approaching from a room from the southern corner. But before she speaks to you, we're going to take a quick break.
All right, cool.
I just got a refill.
We're going to take a... y'all want 5 or 10 minutes? Small or large break?
Short rest or long rest?
Yeah. Which rest y'all want?
Or
I can do either one.
long rest.
Don't matter to me.
Doesn't
Short's
matter
fine.
to me. I'm good.
I mean, I'm good, so I'm all for a short rest. So.
In that case, a quick 5 minutes, y'all. We will be right back.
All right.
Ready?
we are back. Okay. So, fast break. But, I believe when we left off, Stab and Elgin had walked into this place and were being approached by a woman from the bottom left corner of the room. And I'm going to move it's going to go dark screen for Merrick and Hayes, but I'm going to move the players over here. That way the stream can see what's going on too now. And watch it slow load for just a moment.
Yeah, Roll20's doing something.
Yeah.
This
Gonna
evening.
be blurry for just a moment, but we can push through it just for a moment. So, this woman walks towards both of you, and she's still wearing a robe, but it's not over her face. As she walks up to you with her hands together and gives a quick bow, and says, "Gentlemen, welcome to the Van Thampere Bathhouse." And she sort of looks at both of you and just pauses for a moment. Her eyes last on you a little bit longer, Elgin, as she seems to be taking her measure of you, and since you're wearing a full outfit of just heavy armor with this huge warhammer. And then glances at Stab and says, "I hope you're here for a bath and nothing else?"
Like,
Of course, my lady.
I'm so filthy right now.
Right.
We
Well,
have been in combat and we were hoping to get clean.
30 minutes is 1 gold. An hour would be 1 gold, 5 silver. Any longer and we could discuss it. But which pack would you prefer?
Well, what all does this entail? Will I be, for lack of a better way to put it, and I
Well-
want you to pardon my crassness, milady, but will there be someone bathing me, or will I be doing it myself?
Well, normally when we have couples come in, and she looks over to Stab again and then back at you. So I would assume you are not together?
This is my nephew.
No, I'm afraid you have to bathe yourself here. But we provide fresh towels and fresh scents and perfumes to wash away those dirty smells of war and battle, which, looking at you, you may be familiar with.
Terribly, my lady, terribly. Well, I think 1 gold is more than fair. And I'm sure my nephew would agree, wouldn't you?
Whatever you say, Pops.
Yes. Book us for the 1 gold package.
Well, if it's 2 of you, it's 2 gold.
Well, nephew, you have your own money.
I'm gonna hand her the coin, but before I do it, I'm gonna say, do I have to get naked?
Completely up to the customer. Most do. It's much more enjoyable and relaxing.
But this way I could clean my clothes too.
Well, ideally you'd keep your clothes out of the baths. It's more for your body, not for washing.
No, thanks. And then I'm just gonna hand her the gold coin, just because I'm gonna keep my clothes on.
Very well. And she takes the coin from you and holds her hand out towards you, Elgin.
I hand over 1 gold coin.
And she gives another slight bow and motions to the bath, actually behind her, and says, "Right, it only fits roughly 2 people, but seeing as you're 2, that one's for you, right behind me there, for 30 minutes. Any longer, come see me, preferably. We have another associate who can assist you over here, but I'm the more fun one to deal with."
Ah, are you now? Well, we appreciate your customer service. We will. Do we have a way to summons you should we need something?
You can just call. I'm Jabaz.
Jabaz. Beautiful name. Well, if you don't mind, we'll be taking to our bath. And I'll begin like taking off my armor and getting tub worthy.
Is she still in the room? Okay.
She heads back to her office and sits down.
All right. So she's gone.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna nudge Muscles and be like, "Dude, are you gonna actually get naked?"
He has already walked across the room and he's already
wait, that's
doffing his armor. His underclothes I can't answer for yet.
I'm over here now. I'm right on his business, like unaware of how uncomfortable it may be.
American
yes, I am.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yes, I want to be clean.
What?
I want to be clean.
Okay, so Eldon starts disrobing and disarmoring himself completely next to you, Stab. In the meantime, Merrick and Hayes, you're still outside. Your friends have gone in there, and they've been gone for about 5 minutes now.
I'll look to Merrick and say, well, do you want to go in one at a time? Do you want to be a group? Should I pretend to be hurt? How do you want to do this? I think has enough time passed? Should we wait another hour?
Maybe we wait another hour. I don't know.
I was joking. I'm not waiting another hour.
Fine then. I was kind of hoping to maybe see another patron or somebody, not us, go in there, so it's not quite as odd when both of us show back up, or all of us show back up.
Right. Well, I'll go, and I'll turn and start walking towards the doors.
Okay, I went ahead and placed you inside there, and Merrick, just so you can see, you're there too, even though you're technically not. But you
I'm
step
very dirty.
You step through the doors, and you're met with a very well-kept courtyard.
As I walk into the courtyard and kind of take in all the same things that you were describing earlier, I would like to try and spot any weird, like cracks in the wall or any weird objects laying around. Just kind of take in the general area.
Okay, so you looking more at the bathhouse? Are you looking at fountains? Or are you looking at anything specific? Or are you just looking at everything?
I'm looking, as I walk in and I see that there's nobody there actively looking back at me, I'm taking my time. And I'll even stand in the door for an extra moment or two, and I'll look back towards Merrick and just give like a little nod. And then, yeah, I'm wanting to look. I'm not necessarily looking for like a hatch or anything, but I'm being very observant of everything in the room. Just
Sure.
looking for anything out of place or anything out of the ordinary.
Make a perception check for me. All right. So you sort of walk in here, and with no eyes on you, you take your time to start examining around, looking for anything out of the ordinary or anything that doesn't look like it should belong here. After a brief bit of time, you don't really find anything you wouldn't expect around here until you become satisfied with, thinking that everything here is supposed to be here.
Okay. And I'll make my way up. Just kind of still looking at everything, and then notice the double doors there to the left. Are they open or closed?
They are closed at the moment. I guess I should drag that back on there.
That's fine. That's fine. I can theater of the mind. I'll walk up to these doors, and I will pull one of them open
Okay.
towards me.
When you do, You look inside and you see, like I described Elgin and Stab earlier, just a beautiful room, and it smells quite good as well. The first thing you spot that kind of catches your eye, minus the scenery, is you see an Elgin neatly placing his armor and underclothes to his side, completely in the nude as he steps into a pool, with Stab just kind of looking at him.
I'll just kind of tilt my head a little bit. Right. Hello. And I'll kind of pretend like I'm looking past them. Hello.
A woman actually starts making her way out, and she notices you. Her eyes light up a bit as she steps forward and says, "Yes, welcome to the Venthampir Bathhouse. Just one?"
Yes, just me.
All right. Well, we have 2 packages available for you. 30 minutes is 1 gold, and if you would like an hour, it's a gold and 5 silver. Which one would you prefer?
I mean, look at me. Do you think I would survive anything less than an hour? Please, take my gold, and I'll take a gold out and just kind of... I'm not gonna, like, flip a coin at her or anything like that, but I'll just kind of hand it at her very... like, thoughtlessly.
She takes the gold from you and kind of stares at it for a moment and says, "You said you wanted an hour?"
Yes, the hour was the gold, correct?
Gold and 5 silver.
Oh, if you're going to just... fine. If you're going to silver and gold me, here, and I'll just give her another whole gold. And the extra 50 silver is to leave me alone.
Yes, sir, absolutely. If you need any assistance, call for Jabas. And she steps away from you.
Yes, I will most certainly not.
And she also motions to the south as well. That pool can be yours.
Pretty small pool, but fine. And I'll walk over to the bench and I'll start just pulling my coat off and everything like that. I'm going all the way. I need to get these crevices clean. And then I'll hop in the tub.
Elgin, were you hopping in the tub as well?
As a matter of fact, I am. I'm getting in. I am tub worthy.
Okay. Stab, what are you doing during this?
I can't remember if I had my own tub or if we had to share.
I think we have to share.
You had to share with Elgin.
I had to share?
Yeah. It's a pool pushed into the ground, so it's not like a stand-up bathtub. And 5 feet's a lot of space. Keep that in mind. It's a lot of space around you, even though it looks small on the map.
Yes. A 10-foot long pool is a lot of pool.
I'm gonna jump in too, but I'm gonna make a big splash and just like try to have a lot of fun.
You hop into the tub and you kind of splash Elgin a bit, but yeah, you hop in the tub. Merrick, what are you doing?
I'm going to wait another 15 or so minutes. Is anybody else coming in or going to this place?
Over the next 15 minutes, no. But I do need to ask, what is everybody else doing during this time? You've just hopped in the bath. Are you guys just kind of just relaxing and just going to the bathhouse to clean up?
I would have relaxed for like 5 minutes. And go ahead.
No, I was say I'm bathing, but while I'm bathing, I'm also looking around. I'm looking up the walls, checking everything. Like kind of just from the pool, of course, but like just kind of looking around, see if I notice anything out of place.
Okay. Kind of glancing around the area, besides what I've described to you, and without actually getting up and closely examining everything, you can't really see anything to be out of place in a place like this. In fact, this place seems really, really nice. The only thing that kind of strikes you as a bit odd is when you look to the south, there's a door open and a woman with her head down smiling and looks like she's just writing or filling out some paperwork. And when you turn around and look behind you to the north, you see another woman doing the same task, but she's just frowning. She looks like she's just... She looks like she doesn't want to be here.
I'm going to this. I'm assuming this is the one that Jabaz said was the not fun one.
It said she was referring to the business person.
Did she give a name?
I'm gonna kind of like while I'm leaned back, like the door is open where I can see into that room, though. I presume. I'm gonna kind of lean. Yeah, I'm gonna lean back, kind of like looking over my shoulder, and I'm gonna speak to her.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Well, madam, you seem like you'd rather be anywhere else but here.
She stops writing, but doesn't lift her head. Her eyes dart up and kind of look at you. And then she says, "Just doing my job, sweetie. Is there anything I can help you with?"
Well, no. But I was curious if there was anything that I might be able to help you with. You seem quite unhappy, and sometimes it helps to talk about such things. You don't seem to be in good spirits.
She lifts her head up from her paper and kind of looks at you for a moment, and then tilts her head a bit. "Stand up and twirl around for me."
I'm at this point heavily invested in this conversation.
I will I will step out of the pool. And as a matter of fact, I will dripping wet walk into the room with her. And as
right here.
I will hold my hands out, and I will stand legs apart.
His dick knocks out
do a
everything
little.
on her desk.
I'll do
Pushing everything off her desk.
a full turnaround.
Okay. When, you know what? Make that's gonna have to be a check. Make
A performance.
Yeah, are you trying to like show yourself off to be awesome, or are you trying to convince her that you're awesome?
I mean, I'm you know what? Screw it. I am trying to convince her that I am not only am I friendly, not only am I genuinely concerned, but I am as I am in my birthday suit, and I am absolutely at her mercy, and I have no shame.
Okay, make a persuasion check for me then.
Persuasion? Ooh, let's
see if you can convince this lady that you are some good stuff.
Ooh, hey.
Ooh.
Okay, she looks you up and down, and she kind of gives her frown disappears. She's kind of half smirking now, and she says, "You know, it's my shift just started, and the day is real early. But once I'm done, how about you come back and see me? Maybe we can talk."
Oh.
Ooh. Well, madam, I would be more than happy to. What is thy name?
My name is... I gotta move over because I can't see your name. Carmilla.
Camilla.
Carmilla.
I like that name. Very beautiful name. Wow.
And how about you? What's your name?
My name? My name is Elgin Greymalkin. At your service.
Well, Elgin, you seem to be the brave type. Normally, I ignore most people that come in here, but you... Something about you. As she starts looking down and then back up at you again. And she says, "So you seem alright. I'm working right now, but you want to help me out? Come back later."
Well, I most certainly would love to. You tell me the time, and I'll be there.
Well, you probably have some coin on you too, I'd imagine, coming to a place like this. About a date. Maybe around midnight.
Midnight, you say?
Can I hear any of this?
Can we all hear it?
Does sound carry?
There's only a sound of like flowing water in here, and it's not even that loud. And it's steamy in here as well. But you can hear the voices echoing.
I just think to myself, it's a late ass date.
Yeah, it's a booty call.
I was about to say the same. I was like, that's a booty call.
Nah, show
Ain't
up at
nothing. Ain't nothing open at midnight except legs and liquor stores.
I was about to say these legs.
But
Pose yourself, Elgin.
well, madam, you have flattered me. I'd be honored to take you out on a date this evening. I'm going to go slip back into my bath while I still have a little more time.
No. Before you go.
Oh, yes.
There's something I want to ask you. And she leans forward a bit, and still looking up at you. But she's halfway already down, sitting down, as she's leaning across the desk, looking up at you. And she says, "Why are you really here?"
Well, you've caught me, milady. You see, while I was out on one of my previous missions, I was nearly killed. I managed to survive the encounter. And I heard people tell of this bathhouse, and with my life coming so close to its end, having nearly almost died, I felt just once I would like to get clean in one of these bathhouses.
Okay, make a deception check for me.
Ooh, let's see what I got.
I will have summoned a mage hand. And I want to make it go behind Stab. And just kind of tug at the back of his hair a little bit and then dissipate it. And then turn my back to him and just keep looking at the wall over here.
Merrick, Stab, you felt something pulling on your hair for a moment, and that stops.
Have I ever seen him do this mage hand before?
No, I don't think you have. And
you did.
You have.
I did it. I did it at the inn. I carried the candle around the table with it.
Oh, that's right. All right,
I would have made it disappear before you turned around to see it.
Oh, so I wouldn't have seen it?
I think it's what he's aiming for.
I'm just gonna look at the direction my hair was turned, and I guess I see him.
I'm just staring at the wall this way.
I'm not getting it. I'm just like.
And when you turn around, all you see is Elgin's buttocks as he's talking to some woman in the other room. Merrick, about 15 minutes have gone by throughout all this dialogue. What are you doing?
Starting to worry. Have I sent my friends in to get themselves killed? One by one. I'm making my way.
Danger.
I'm going to start making my way across the plaza and head into the property.
Okay. And when you do, you are met with that nice garden outside, that nice courtyard shaped in an L, and those fountains and whatnot.
I'm going to actually, instead of going straight into this place, start checking the corners to make sure that nobody has been left as a dead body in one of them.
Okay, while you're checking those bushes, Carmilla leans back while looking at you, Elgin, and finally just smiles as she's looking at you and says, "I see. We'll go ahead and go clean up." get some rest.
I shall. And I hold my hands out yet again. Turn. And then just walk back to my bath. Stepping back in the pool and just kind of...
I'll be like, I've seen the source of your confidence, and you're right to do that.
You know, there aren't many times I get to do this, but sometimes it's good to lean back and have a little fun.
I'm gonna ask for a fist bump and be like, "Congrats on your booty call, dude."
Well, let's not insult the lady's honor just yet.
All right,
And,
we'll do that at midnight.
Put up. I'll do a little.
I'm like, you know, I'm gonna use my rogue powers to spy on you.
What kind of campaign is this?
Merrick, you go through all the bushes and whatnot, just wandering around, and make a perception check for me as you're going through all these.
Oh, Merrick.
Okay, so you don't find any bodies or any remnants or anything weird within these bushes as you're heading around the compound until you finally reach some double doors, which are currently closed.
Stand at them for a sec, because I'm like freaking out. Do I bust in there? Do I sneak in? And I'm just gonna wait here a second, get up my nerve, and just sort of kind of slam them in and get about 5-10 feet into the building real quick. Notice everybody's...
My God, this man needs a bath!
As you bust in, you hear a familiar voice yelling at you from the south to see a naked Haze in a pool. And looking straight ahead, you see Stab fully clothed, sitting in a pool, as well as Elgin with all of his armor and clothes set aside, just bathing. Everyone seems to be just bathing right now. You also hear footsteps approaching you as a woman walks up and says, "Welcome to the Vampire Bathhouse, sir. Just you today."
Yeah. And I'm going to look around and go, kind of busy in here today, isn't it?
Yes, normally we don't get customers for the first hour or so when we open, but today is rather lucky.
I see. Well then, what's the rate for a bath here?
1 gold for 30 minutes and a gold and 5 silver for 1 hour.
Sounds reasonable, and I will go ahead and hand her the gold.
And she takes the 1 gold from you and bows and motions to the northern pool. That one there can be for you then.
Excuse me. You charged me 1 gold, 5 silver. Is there a half-elf discount?
Of course not, sir. He merely gave me a gold, implying he only wants 30 minutes.
I narrow my brow. I'll be timing him.
And she gives a polite bow and says, "If you need anything, please, my name is Jabaz. Just call for me."
Thank you, ma'am.
And she walks back to her
Jabaz.
office. Oh, she comes walking back out. "Yes, sir."
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude and, cut into your conversation there. But, this is quite a nice establishment, although it looks, bigger from the outside.
She tilts her head a little bit and says, "Well, yes, the building is only half the property. The courtyard is the other. When our guests are done bathing, they can sit outside and enjoy beautiful scenery and take in a little nice spot in the rather dirty Baldur's Gate."
I see. It is quite the establishment here. I'll be, let us speak, frankly here for a moment. And, at that point, I'll summon my mage hand again. and I'll take it and I'll take some water and kind of run it through my hair, just kind of while I'm looking up at her, and I'm kind of like cleaning my horns and stuff like that with it. And my hair is actually, it's kind of like dreaded a little bit, but it's kind of back up like in a knot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll look at her and say, do you get many tieflings in here?
We get all types in here, sir. All types that can pay, rather.
But tieflings, specifically.
Tieflings, gnomes, halflings, humans, half-elves. All types.
Very good. Beyond the bathhouse, do you run any other extracurricular activities? And I'll kind of say that in a hushed tone.
She, her smile sort of dwindles a little bit into kind of just a neutral expression as she says, well, no, I work the bathhouse with Camilla most days. Besides that, I go to my house and home and sometimes take in the sights of Baldur's Gate itself, and that's about it. Why?
Can I insight check her on that?
You can. Make an insight check.
I'm going to do this with my inspiration as well.
Sure.
I want to put an interjection here real quick. Where are like the bathhouse oils and stuff? Are they sitting on the bench or something?
They are actually around the pools on the outskirts. Every area has a neat area with perfume and just towels and various scents set up for guests to enjoy.
Got it. I was hoping that they were somewhere else. Oh well. I'm going to go ahead and hop in the pool.
21.
Okay, so with a 21, you can't tell full out if she's lying, but judging from her expressions and her mannerisms when she tells you that information, she seems to be, at least herself believes this, is nothing's out of the ordinary whatsoever with her, what she told you.
I'll kind of lift my tail out of the water and kind of twirl it around a little bit. And I'll dissipate my mage hand. And I'll kind of lean up against the edge of the pool and say, look, I've been a man of the ocean for quite some years. And in that profession, you meet a lot of different people. You learn a lot of different cultures. You learn things. And one thing that I can garner from... Well, let me put it like this. You can tell me with absolute certainty that nobody else besides you and your co-worker are in and out of here?
Well, no, sir. There's many people in and out of here. We are a bathhouse.
Right, but after hours. And I'm kind of looking at her in a way that's like very, like, I'm something, a facial expression that would indicate that I'm very much probing for information.
Make a persuasion check.
Should have used my inspiration on this. 19. Who do we got?
She looks down at you and kind of her eyes dart a little bit to the side behind her, and she turns her head slightly, and then turns back to you and leans in and whispers, I don't know about after hours, but that's more of a conversation for Camilla. You didn't hear that from me, okay?
Right. I was sent here. With specific instructions to... Well, actually, To be quite honest, the orders weren't that specific. But I was told that people of my kind would be welcomed here.
And she leans back and smiles again and says, "All who have coin are welcome here. Sir, is there anything else you need?"
And kind of frustratingly, I'll look around and... More towels! And I'll lean back in the water.
And she gives a polite nod and walks away.
And I'll just think in my head, suppose we'll have to wait and see how Elgin's date goes. And I'll just kind of slink down in the water, just up to my chin. I'll just like my chin's resting on the surface of the water.
She
Hey,
sets
Jamie?
a towel down next to you and heads back to her office. What's up?
Do either of these people look like the ones who slipped in at night, or do they look like the two who came in at the regular hours?
These two look like ones that came in at regular hours.
Thank you.
All right. So what's everybody doing? Just doing their bath time?
Yeah, dude. I'm getting my freaking money's worth.
Okay.
Man, I'm getting oils and everything. I'm just, oh yeah.
About 30 minutes go by of you hanging out in this tub, Merrick, which I don't know if you just declothed or not, but you feel very, very refreshed. You smell very good. Feel very clean. Stab and Elgin, did you pay for 30 minutes or an hour?
30 minutes.
Okay, same for you guys then as the 30-minute mark comes up. And actually, Jabaz, Officer Redex says, "Gentlemen, not to disturb you, but 30 minutes has passed. If you would like longer, you'll have to pay again."
No thank you, milady. I've gotten what I wanted. And I stand up out of the tub and begin drying myself off, and I look back to Camilla and give a knowing smile, and then look back to Jabaz and say, I appreciate your services.
Of course. You are welcome at the Van Thamper Bathhouse at any time. She immediately turns around and walks to you, Merrick, and relays the same info about 30 minutes.
I came in a bit later than the rest, but I will keep that in mind. In the last little bit of my time, after having enjoyed the bath as much as possible, I would like to do a perception check. I'm the only one who's been in this part of the building. I'm going to do the same. Is there anything that looks like panels or walls or that could maybe move?
Without having to make a check, I'll go ahead and tell you, just kind of examining this area and these beautiful decorated walls and whatnot and the stained glass windows and everything around you, you don't notice anything that would look like it'd be some hidden door or hidden switch or anything of the sort in this area.
Okay.
I'll yell across the room, "Don't try and cheat the time, half-elf. You only paid for 30 minutes.
Get a life, yeah. Whatever you are. You just want to watch me.
Kind of put my back to him, just face the south wall.
And after that, I'll go ahead and hop out and start getting ready.
Okay, so you gear up, get your stuff back. Elgin, you doing the same? Elgin?
Yes.
Hey,
Yes, I am armored. I've already been. I've dried off. I've been putting my armor on. I'm already making my way out.
I got you. You're still in the bathtub right now. That's why I was asking.
Oh shit! I forgot to move myself. Here, let me. Bam. Actually, over here.
Your allies are gearing up and getting drying themselves off. Stab, it's a little more difficult for you as you never even took your clothes off. But you are able to dry off using the provided towels and whatnot.
And squeezing methods.
Bless you, Robbie.
Thanks.
So what all are you doing? Or what are you all doing, I should say?
I'm going to make it my way out through the courtyard. I'm going to, of course, give Camilla a nod as I walk out.
When you turn and look at her and nod, she lifts her head a bit and kind of motions you to come towards her.
Oh, oh, excuse me. I turn and make my way towards her.
I'll wait right here for you. Boom, 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 boom. I want to stealth listen, or can I listen from over there?
You can listen right there, or if you're trying to be, are you trying to be hidden where you are right now?
I think he's trying to be sneaky.
Yeah.
If you're trying to be sneaky, make a stealth check for me. And let's see if see if you can be hidden near where you are right now. Everyone in the room is going to see you, but Camilla might not, and Jabaz.
Can I be like? Wait, I could hear them from where I am right now without even sneaking, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't need to.
All right.
They start whispering.
And as you approach her, she says, Elgin, listen. And she sort of looks down a bit disappointed and rubs her head a bit and motions for you to come closer.
Okay.
Now you wouldn't be able to hear him stab.
All right, I'm gonna go around the table.
Wait. Once I can't hear them, can I make a stealth check to be like, oh shit, I want to hear what they're saying?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
How do I do that?
So on your character sheet, there's a huge list of skills in the dead middle. One of them says stealth. You just highlight that and give it a roll. Okay. You try to stealth as best you can up to that wall and just splat your back on it. Whether or not they know you're there, you can't tell at the moment. Elgin, I'll definitely say you heard someone kind of thud themselves on the wall outside where you are
I'll
right
laugh
now.
audibly.
I'll look at him and be like, shh, I'm broken.
When you lean in, Elgin,
I'm going to ignore it for now.
she says, listen, I need you to be honest with, okay? Are you an adventurer of some sort, or a mercenary?
Well, yes, milady.
Oh, and she looks up and down at you now in your full armor and whatnot, and says, I'm not gonna do it. Don't want to do it, I'm not gonna do it. Look.
You're not going to do what?
This place isn't what it seems, okay? I have instructions for the more dangerous looking types, as she's looking you up and down again, to have them used for whatever the hell they use you types for, okay? But I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. And she lets out an audible sigh and looks down a bit. I'm sorry, there's no date, there's nothing like that later. I was gonna stand around and some people were gonna ambush you, and that would have been that.
Why are you telling me this?
She looks back up at you and says, I can't let something like this just go to waste, you know what I mean?
Damn.
Could I like look to Hayes, and I'll be like, I hope he got the message.
I'll just I'll summon my mage hand again, and I'll just make it go to my lips and do like a shh thing.
Those freaks pay pretty good, but nowhere near enough for this. No, I won't do it.
Well, I tell you what. Since you were honest with me, I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh shit! I start reaching for my clothes if I hear him say that.
No, they're in whisper mode right now, so you wouldn't be able to hear that.
Okay.
But I can, right?
Yeah, you can. They just Eldon's just aware that you're there.
I'm gonna tell her that while the news of the date not being real is disappointing, the men who would have attempted to take me, well, I would have killed them.
Oh, sweet.
And not only would I have killed them, I would have went to find their employer, and I would have killed them too. And anyone in league with them, I would very likely have killed them as well. And as regrettable as I find it, I'm glad to know that you didn't cause me to have to do that.
And Liam Neeson.
Because I would have done it. And then I would have walked back to the Elfsong Tavern, gone to my room, and I would have slept as if nothing would ever have happened. I am an adventurer. I am quite the adventurer. Yes, I am a mercenary. I do work for hire. And I'm going to ask you an honest question. These people you say that do bad things, how badly do you want to keep working for them?
The pay's okay, but honestly, they're just so damn weird. All the time, late at night, just those... I'd rather have nothing to do with them. If I try to leave, they'll kill me, likely. Why? You think you can help with that?
How much do you make here?
Handful of gold every other day, tips. Better than most in Lower City, but like everything else in Baldur's Gate, you have to turn a blind eye to the other stuff for it to be worth it.
Tell you what, you and I will meet tonight. You will tell them that I'm coming. You'll act as if nothing has changed. But when they come to take me, what they won't know is that I will be prepared. I will kill every single one of them. And you will never return to this bathhouse ever again.
She lets out another audible sigh and looks away for a moment, then looks back up at you and says, "What about right now?"
What do you mean?
She stands up from her desk and walks over to this corner. And there's more beautiful artwork lined up on these walls as well. The office looks a little less decorated than the rest of the bathhouse itself. But she takes she squats down and takes her hand and pushes against the wall towards the floor. And her hand sinks in a bit. And as this small stone cutout gets pushed in, she then stands up, and the wall in front of her slides away, revealing a passage up here. And
Can I hear that, Jamie?
You can hear the sliding, yes.
Does it sound like a secret passage to me?
Which I forgot to mention, she would have closed the door before she did this.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I don't know if secret. You'd be able to just suddenly think it's a secret passage, but you heard some stones shuffling a bit. As she looks back to you, Elgin, and says, "They're down there. There's a. I don't know anything about down there. I just know that's where they go. But
Do you know how many there are?
I don't have a clue. They pay me to keep quiet and not pay attention. This is the only thing I've seen them do and go to. and they're always wearing robes and hoods. I never know if it's the same person or new people or what, but they just go there.
Just come out and give us a thumbs
kind of
up.
put my I'm going to put my fingers to my lips, like just kind of motioning her to be silent for a moment. I'm going to look out the door.
You have to. It's closed, right?
Yeah, it's closed.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of look out the door to kind of see where everyone's at.
When you peek out the door, you could see Stab immediately just make eye contact with him, like right next to you, and you see Merrick towards the south and Hayes still sitting in a pool.
I'm looking at the door though.
Can I whisper to him without anyone knowing?
Maybe you want.
Okay, I'm gonna whisper to you. Be like, bro, your dick just saved your life. You didn't want to let that thing die, bro.
Yeah, it did. But we've got bigger fish to fry.
Hold on.
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna kind of like without. I don't want to say. Where's Jabaz? Can I tell where Jabaz is? Is she still in her office?
Are you opening the door wider so you can see further south?
Yeah, I'm gonna open the door up a little wider just so I can kind of see what's going on.
And when you open the door wider, you could see Merrick actually standing in the doorway, just kind of looking at her. At which case, Jabaz actually looks up at you, Merrick, and says, "Oh, how can I help you, sir?"
Would have liked to have started a conversation, just chatting about how nice the baths were and stuff like that. Sort of kind of stalling for time to see if our, as Pularis put it, muscles comes out.
Okay, so you just see Merrick kind of chatting with Jabaz down south.
So she can't even see me then.
Nope.
So I'm gonna whisper to Pooh and say, "Follow me inside." And I'm gonna look at Hayes and kind of do a kind of motion for him to come to the room where I am.
Me too. And I'm gonna be like, "This is the door. Go through the door."
And I'll point at Merrick as well. I'll point at Merrick so Hayes can see him and be like, to bring him along with as well. And then I'm gonna close I'm gonna kind of close the door and wait for everyone to make their way to me.
I'll let out an audible sigh. Just I paid for an hour. Wait. There's no point. There's no point in this anymore. And I'll get up out of the pool and I'll dry off, and I'll turn to Merrick and I'll say, "Merrick, I think the jig is up."
Oh, okay. What's the new song then?
Probably not a good one. I think it's called "Be Ready for Blood." And as I'm kind of like putting on my coat and getting my staff, and I'll make my way.
Jabaz respond to that statement, because I'm going to probably be watching her when that gets said.
When he says that, Jabaz was kind of just in the middle of the conversation with you until you turned and said that to Hayes. And when she says, "Oh, you two do know each other."
Yes. No. Kind of. Little bit. Seen each other in the street. We've had a drink or two and a chicken bucket together. If you've never had the chicken bucket, visit the Elf Song Tavern and tell them you want the chicken bucket. They'll know exactly what you mean. And I'll turn straight away and go back to Stab, and I'll take my real hand this time and just kind of pluck at the back of his hair and give him a little smile.
I'll just giggle like, "Ooh."
And Jabaz just nods and kind of tries to look at you, Hayes, but can't see past Merrick, and looks up at you, Merrick, and says, "Right, well, if you enjoyed your stay at the Van Dampere Bathhouse, tell your friends about our prices, too. And come back if you want another cleansing of the soul." And she just looks back down at her desk and continues writing.
after that whole cleansing the stone soul statement, I'm gonna go, Hayes, is she cool?
I look. I kind of lean over and look at her. Yes, I believe so. Yes. And I will point at her, and then while I'm pointing at her, I'll summon my mage hand, which also points at her, and I'll say, "You're cool, right?"
Are you asking Jabaz?
I am. You're good?
She looks up from her desk and kind of tries to look past you again, Merrick, but can't really. Sir, I'm sorry?
Merrick, move out of the way. I'm making a statement here.
Oh no.
And she sees the mage hand and you pointing at her, and her expression hasn't changed at all, as she's now looking directly at you, Hayes, and just smiling.
Are you okay? Are you good?
I'm feeling pretty good, yes. We've already made money sooner than we normally do.
Right.
I think what my partner is trying to say is, I think we're about to go hunt cultists, so maybe close for the day?
Cultists? What? Why would I need to close if you're hunting cultists to Baldur's Gate?
Look, you know what? And I'll out of my pocket, I'll pull another gold coin and put it in my mage hand and float it over to her and put it on her desk and slide it across the desk towards her with like one finger with my mage hand and then dissipate it. And I'll say, "For your discretion." And then I'll summon another mage hand and pull her door closed. And then I'll turn to Merrick and say, "Sometimes you just have to cut the conversation short."
If she stabs us after we go down there, I'm blaming you, but okay.
We'll stab her more.
Stab?
And I'll motion to stab.
Yeah, Elgin motioned you to come in, Stab. Were you going inside?
Yeah. I wanted to come in when he motioned me, but I was like not sure if you wanted to finish the conversation.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
All right. Well, I was in here the whole. Well, whatever. Doesn't matter.
So you all step inside.
Everybody's inside with me and Camilla?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pull the door to behind me.
Okay.
All right. You
Camilla,
shut the door. It's a little snug in here, but you're all inside.
We're all clean. And clean.
Camilla, show them what you showed me.
I'm gonna giggle a bit.
She hasn't closed
Yes, show
the
us what
door
you
yet.
showed him.
But she just turns
Oh,
to
wow.
her right, and she motions to an open passageway, and looks at you all, and just then looks back at you, Elgin, and nods. As there's you all can see a passageway right there.
So
Camilla,
this is where they were hiding.
This is where the cultists are. Camilla, these men, we are a troop. A party, if you will. We will destroy these cultists. And you will leave here and never have to fear of reprisal.
Where's she going to work?
Just know, the dead three are really, really dangerous. So I hope with all your talk earlier.
As soon as she says that, I interrupt her. What do you know of them?
I know that they're right under us.
Ooh.
Well, if they're directly under us.
I give a Jim Halpert expression at the camera.
You have to do it.
This man, I'm assuming you're all together. He said he was going to go down. I guess you all are going to go down and take care of them, eh?
We're going to kill them.
Baldur's Gate would be better if you did. It's really dangerous. Just don't, please, for your own sake, don't go charging in. Just be careful.
Can you tell
what I'm
us
going to do is I'm going to take my hand. I'm gonna take my hand out and hold out I'm gonna hold out 10 gold coins. and tell her this should make up the difference of what you will miss over the next 2 or 3 days. But in that time, I highly suggest you find other employment. Maybe consider working at the Elf Song Tavern.
You could
Maybe
replace
if
that
I'd work there.
awful half-ogre.
Yes. The half-ogre leaves much to be desired, but that said, step aside, young lady.
I'll keep that in mind. And she opens the door. Oh, I gotta move you, Merrick, for a second. And steps outside and just
Can I
says,
say something as she passes?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll just as an off-handed side, I'll say, the customer service is truly horrible. The bar is so low. We were almost murdered by a rug. You have nothing to worry about.
I'll keep that in mind. But good luck with whatever you're trying to do.
I got one question. What's the most number of cultists you've ever seen go down there at once?
At the same time?
Yeah.
I ever see one at a time go. Never in groups.
Never in groups, huh? Okay.
Good luck. She shuts the door behind her.
All right. Gentlemen, I hope
like
you're
that
prepared to
overture.
do what we must do.
Well, if it's anything similar to what we did on the second story of the Elf Song Tavern, then yes.
Alright, so you guys are stepping through the
Do
passage?
far worse.
Are we,
I'm going to step through.
Are we planning to do this quietly?
I think once
Where is it?
begin-
Is it up there? Where'd it go?
You can't see
I
it,
think-
but it's there. I have to move you through it.
once we begin doing what we're here to do, there won't be much surprise.
Well, we can always start with a little bit, and I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace.
All right.
Okay, so every creature that he chooses, how many people can do that? Oh, it radiates from
Each
you.
creature. Yeah.
So as long as your allies are within 30 feet of you, you all get a plus 10 bonus to your stealth checks for the next hour.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah.
As long as he can concentrate.
That is concentration, though, which means, Merrick, if you take a hit, there's a chance the spell will break for the next hour.
Ooh. Rules.
All right, so you guys going on in?
I'm going in.
I'm
I
walking
want to
in.
be right behind my big buddy.
All right, now I'm
I'll
start
be right
moving y'all in.
behind Stab.
Oh, behind Stab. Well, Stab will go ahead and go in too.
I guess
And-
I got the tail.
Merrick will go in last as you guys start descending these stairs.
Don't talk about my tail.
Give me just a moment here. Elgin, you start to descend these stairs, which are lit up by a few torches held on I don't know what those wall things are called scones or sco something?
Sconces.
Oh, black.
Sconces are line the walls with some torches that, once you get towards the bottom of the steps, start to dwindle out until there's no light at all. Stab, you are right behind him. Hayes, you are right behind him. And Merrick, you are right behind him. You'll have to move the map to see where you went.
In pitch blackness?
You can right-click and drag around. Are you human?
Yeah, I'm human.
So if it's pitch black, then you would need a torch or something like that to illuminate. If it's because you cannot see in the dark.
That is correct.
Do I have any-
If you don't have one, I can provide you one.
with a torch?
Mhm.
I have a candle.
Okay.
Here, I will give you a torch.
So you light up a
I'll
torch
get a-
and hand it to Hayes?
Mhm.
Okay. Let me give you some vision, Hayes.
I have vision.
Or not
So do
Hayes.
I.
Sorry, Stab.
Thank you, sir.
There you go, buddy. As you
And,
light up a torch,
I'm-
you can see down here now.
All right. I'm gonna step out into the middle of the hallway, or as far as I can see.
So let me tell you about a little bit the terrain you're stepping into right here.
Mhm.
So the walls and the floors, they look like they're hewn out of limestone for the most part.
Okay.
These quarters are only 5 foot wide. When you enter this open area, it opens up to an 8 foot high ceiling, or roughly 9 foot, about 8 to 9 feet, with a few beams holding up. It looks like kind of supporting the room a bit. You are also you stepped into some water that is a little bit deep. It's about rises up to about, let me see, 2 feet. And it's quite murky. The smell kind of just rushes at you the moment you hit the water, and it smells like sewage.
Mm. Okay.
We just cleaned. We just took a bath.
Well, when we're done killing these cultists, we can come back up and take another.
Fair enough.
Ooh,
Do you think
that's
they give
very
a
action hero.
do we get a cultist head discount, something we can bring up?
Well, once we're done with this place, this bathhouse will no longer exist. So we may as well be the last patrons.
Gonna blow it up?
I won't blow it up, but I will burn it to the ground.
I'm getting in that water before you burn it down.
That is fair. So will I. I'm going to, I guess,
You guys are, this is kind of open exploration mode right now. So you could travel wherever
Okay.
you want to in this area, left, right, up, down, however you want. But make sure to try to go 1 square at a time, because sometimes things
One square
happen
at a
before
time.
you
Gotcha.
reach an area.
Gotcha. I did just kind of leap out there. I'm gonna kind of slow walk it down this little hallway right here.
Okay.
A wider hallway.
Walking down to that area, you're still kind of wading through this muck water. And it opens up into a kind of an ovalish room with just a wall right at the end of it. Looking around, you don't see anything in this room.
The captain is going to buy us new clothes on top of what he's promised us.
Ooh, man.
Jamie,
Seems like
can
an
I
odd
check
dead
some?
end.
What do you want to check?
I'd like to check to see if I can see maybe signs of how many people have been coming up and down these stairs. If it's murky and muddy, maybe they're leaving footprints.
Sure, make a perception check for me.
Okay.
Okay. Kind of examining these stairs as you approach the bottom and then step into this water and looking back at the stairs themselves seem to be filthy all the way up. You can't see direct footprints coming up or down this. All the steps seem to be just coated in a dark green manner.
Thank you, sir.
I'll kind of wade over towards this hallway here and kind of peer down it.
Looking down that hallway, it's completely dark. If you didn't have your ability to see in the dark, you wouldn't be able to see at all. But it's just more still, disgusting water. It looks like the hallway curves, though. Elgin, what are you doing in the other room?
I'm looking around, just trying to, I guess I'm gonna, you know what, I guess if I wanted to really kind of, I guess, check this room, I know you said it's kind of just a dead end, but, I kind of want to, I guess, feel around it, look around it to see if, maybe there's anything like, we know there was a secret door that led down here, maybe there's secret doors down here as well. I'm not the smartest when it comes to investigation, but I'll try my hand at it.
Sure. Ooh, okay, very good. I was actually going to ask for an investigation check. So, you explore around the room, kind of feeling around on these walls or whatnot, until you move a little bit to the south, right here.
Mm-hmm.
And as
Okay.
you're feeling along these walls, it is just limestone cut brick after brick, but you can see the outline of what looks like just the perfect size for a door.
Oh. I'm gonna press it. See if maybe like press along this outline. Maybe see if anything pushes open, or maybe see if I can find any. Maybe if there's any switches, any kind of release.
Okay. With a bit of pressing in just random spots when you found this door, eventually along your waist height, you push in, and your hand actually pushes into the wall slightly. Once you pull it back out, the stone wall shifts and shakes and starts sliding to the side, revealing another open passage to the south. I'll have to move you through it when you're ready to go, but I can't open it up.
Okay. Yeah. I want to. I'm gonna kind of yell back I don't want to yell, but I'm gonna call back to the others to tell them I found something.
Ace, this way.
Like, Ace, Merrick.
Just kind of tilt my head a little bit. Right.
We found a door.
After you, sir.
I'm gonna go in.
Nod.
Okay.
Scooby-Doo
let's
style,
see.
let's go.
You step in through the
Ooh.
secret passage, and I'll go ahead and move everybody in. If everybody's following through, right?
I'm going.
Okay, I'll just put you all through. I'm back in your... There. When you all move through here, immediately the smell gets slightly worse when you enter this area. And looking to the southeast, you could see a corpse face down in the water, just floating.
Wait. Do I get? Oh, okay. There I am.
This is the discount bathhouse, where they just let their customers drown.
I don't think you're wrong. I'm gonna approach the corpse.
Who's approaching? Oh.
And I'm gonna actually stand right there.
When you approach
I want to.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, no. I'm just saying. You're probably about to tell me what I was about to ask.
So you're checking the corpse out, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I'm gonna check the corpse out.
So looking down at this corpse, it's a bit bloated, and they're not wearing a shirt, but it seems to be a male human with knife wounds in his back.
I wonder if this is the fate that awaited me should I had come back for that date.
What date?
You know, the one with Camilla, the one that wasn't really a date.
You got a date?
Oh yeah, you guys didn't know. Originally, I was supposed to come back here at midnight and meet with Camilla, but she revealed to me that had I had done so, that some men would have been waiting on me and they would have killed me.
That sounds like every midnight date I've ever heard of.
Well, this one would have been more of the same.
You almost had a date
Was.
with a cultist?
Well, the idea was to come back and get information. Something told me that she knew what was going on. The look on her face when she was working with those papers let me know she clearly wasn't happy about something and didn't have anything to do with doing whatever it was she was doing. It seemed deeper. So I decided to ask.
And
Guess what
show
made
and
her call
tell.
off the attack? Did you see?
I'll turn around and I'll say, I saw the performance he put on. Perhaps that had something to do with it.
That's why
it
she
did.
called off the attack.
Yes. She revealed this as to me as well.
Well, you do have quite the statuesque form.
I'm working on my figure. That
Well,
said,
perhaps let's work on
we need
not ending up like this man.
we need to figure out. We know this man has some knife wounds in his back. But we need to figure out who
pockets?
he is. Yeah. Can we search this guy? See if he has anything else on? He said he had no shirt, but
I want to check
any
him for ID.
identifying? Yeah, he has any ID? Anything that would tell us who he is? Maybe
Just
any
Driver's
insignias?
he's still wearing trousers, it looks like, but just rifling through his pockets, you don't find anything. What else were y'all trying to determine with him?
That was it.
Oh.
I was just going through his pockets.
Yeah, I was gonna say he doesn't have anything. Nothing that nothing identifying that would tell us who he was or where he came from. I'm gonna say let's. I want to go this way.
One
I want to
last
see what's
check.
down here.
Did we find any sign that maybe he had one of these flaming fist badges like we had, maybe on the same mission?
No, there were no identifying
Nothing, okay.
marks or insignias.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna keep stepping until I
will follow.
When you enter this room, you can see 3 wooden beams that are bracing the ceiling of this flooded chamber, and a stone altar that seems to be covered in entrails in the northeast corner. Hanging on the wall above the altar is a 3-foot-tall steel mask, cast in the form of a frowning human skull.
Well, that's not ominous.
Not at
Step
all.
forward. Is there actually a dead cat on this thing?
No, it's not the cat, just entrails. Tons of entrails.
Okay.
Could be cat entrails, I
Um,
can't answer that.
Maybe a lamb. Maybe it's Chris's entrails, and I'll look back towards the body floating in the water.
I mean, did he appear gutted? He had knife wounds in his back, but unless they pulled his entrails out through his mouth or his ass,
Who knows?
I don't
what
think this is
these-
our guy.
Who knows what they're capable of? This is very dark. This is very, very dark.
Hayes, make a what type of check would that be? Make a religion check for me.
Ooh.
Oh boy. This is not a good one for me.
You may have bad memory, but you've studied a lot. Okay. So
Lord.
you look at this, and being a learned man who can kind of you have pits of knowledge at so many different random parts in the world. Looking at this, you feel like this is definitely an altar to worship something or do something with, but you don't have a single damn clue what.
This is very dark. Whatever it is, it's very dark.
What's on the table? Is it just the entrails, or is there tools or something?
Specifically, you can see entrails on the altar, first off. And yeah, that's it. It's just an altar, a stone slab with lots of entrails on it. And of course, the skull mask hanging from the ceiling, frowning at you.
Ugh.
Where's the mask hanging?
Right
Just
above the
ceiling.
altar. It's 3 feet
Oh.
tall. Looks to be made of steel.
I want to do something real quick. Something just crossed my mind.
Mhm.
I'm gonna drop to one knee,
Okay.
and
very
my
gross.
I'm gonna.
You're in 2 feet murky water still, as long as you know that.
Okay, yeah. Just it's more of a reverence thing. I'm gonna hold the symbol of helm that I wear around my neck. I'm gonna clutch it, and I'm gonna begin praying. Almighty helm, bless these eyes, these ears. Let me see where within this place where evil lurks. And I'm gonna use divine sense.
Okay.
And this, I guess here, let me see if this actually adds this in. There you go. I'm gonna use divine sense. Basically, says the presence of strong evil registers on your senses, like a noxious odor, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears. So I'm gonna open my awareness up to detect such forces, and until the end of my next turn, I'll know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. I guess that might help to some degree. I don't know.
Okay.
I can't see very far, but I don't know if there's maybe something within 60 feet of us. If there's anything maybe that could, if I notice anything.
Okay. So you kneel down and say a prayer to Helm and just stand back up and take a deep breath, sensing all good and evil within your vicinity as best as you can. You don't actually. You do slightly, just barely, sense the presence of some sort of undead or evil of some sort way through the south. You also, it's a bit more piercing, detect evil very close by. As you turn and look at the altar, it's almost like a dark aura is slowly just emanating off of it.
What is the altar made of? He says a stone altar? Or a wooden altar?
Stone altar with some entrails on it and a mask hanging above it.
Can I tell what that mask is made out of?
Yes. Examining it closely, looks to be steel.
Steel. I'm going to turn and look at Merrick. Merrick, you think you can do anything that would destroy or otherwise desecrate this altar?
I can give it a good scorching, but I don't really work with stone very much.
That's okay. I'll handle the stone. And I'm going to begin taking my warhammer. And I'm going to be an asshole. And I'm going to I'm going to try like swinging it at the altar.
Wait,
smashing.
can I stop him? Can I try to stop him?
You can say something to him, but are you trying to stop the motion of him swinging?
I won't be like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Are you already mid-swing, or are you pausing?
I'll pause.
Okay.
You sure that's the best thing to do right now?
You're probably right. But I have a sneaking suspicion something already knows we're down here. But whatever this is, this religious rite, or whatever it is you want to call it, this cannot stay.
Okay. I'm just gonna back away.
And in order to help allay Elgin's fears, I'm going to produce flame at the entrails and attempt to burn them up.
All right.
Okay. You produce flame, and what does produce flame do specifically again?
I light
makes fire, but
a thing of fire above my hand, and I can use it as a ranged attack.
Okay. So you light these entrails on fire, and they all engulf in flames as you can smell this grotesque smell of something cooking that is disgusting. And as they're burning, I'm assuming everyone's looking at this, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Elgin, you can see this foremost that you're right next to it. The hollow slots in the mask, two small orangish yellow golden bulbs appear briefly and seem to dart and just stare at you, Elgin, for about 2 seconds until they dissipate. And the entrails go up in ashes.
Darkness was in this room.
Feels
I'm
pretty
gonna
dark.
I'm gonna tell the others what I saw. Be on your guard, gentlemen. Evil lurks in this room.
I'll kind of look around and I'll look down at the murky water, and I'll look back at the carnage that's now there, and I'll say, yes, I would agree. There is not great things here.
I want to go look over here at this corner.
Okay.
And
Sorry, go ahead.
I'd like to ready my bow.
Okay, you ready your bow. And Elgin, when you walk down to this corner, you can see the back wall. While you still stand in a bit of muck right now, the back wall seems completely dry here. And you also see on this back wall, or the side, sorry, not the back wall itself, tapestry. About 5 feet wide and 7 feet tall tapestry that depicts a disgusting scene of 4 faceless figures ripping apart a 5th figure that seems to be in the act of screaming. But before you check it out further, that's where we're going to call for the evening.
ooh,
And I am going to transition us with my fancy new Stream Deck setup here that I have fully set up and not screwed up at all.
Fancy.
To the group chatting screen. Okay. Well, good work, everybody. You made it to the bathhouse and took baths.
A bath.
We did.
we bathed.
That was our session. We
Yeah.
took very in-depth baths.
You guys.
It was a good bath.
Yeah, you got clean. You got clean
We
as you
did.
could.
And we got the information.
That's true.
And we got dirty.
Thanks to Elgin's fantastic
Penis.
member.
Yes.
Elgin got extra dirty. That is true. But he was no shame, loud and proud.
I
So,
feel like your
it worked
soul
out.
should feel dirty now.
Elgin, he's got a few things about him. He's got a few things about him, you know, things you don't know. And just like you have things that he doesn't know. You know, everybody has a little something.
That's how I feel about displays like that.
I mean, you know, he's just doing him. He saw opportunity and he seized it. Is what happened.
Yes.
But,
Seize the moment.
not a lot. Well, actually, I don't think we didn't fight at all this time, did we?
No.
No. We actually, if we would have gone with my original plan, we probably would have.
I was just breaking in during the late at night.
No, originally I was gonna kick in the door and just start swinging.
Oh, I mean that probably guarantee a fight. You know, at least even against targets that might just be ladies working. Who knows? But
I don't think Helm would be happy about that.
I mean,
Hey. They
That's
knew what
not
they were
justice.
doing. They knew. They
One of them.
knew.
that
The
would
other
be a
one
scale
didn't.
that'd be weighed, wouldn't it? We'd have to see how that'd go. Unfortunately, we won't know now because
Yeah.
everything
No.
went all right. Went all right. Y'all got the info. You found an underground hidden sewer of some sort. You've already found a dead body. Highly likely that there's probably more danger lurking in here, right? So,
That's got to count for something.
Oh yeah.
so we're gonna see how that goes next time. But before I give any closing statements, anyone got anything for the night? Any comments you want to throw out into the great beyond?
Yeah.
What you got?
Anybody who's here enjoying this, make sure to join us on Saturday for our other D&D stream, which will, for the first time in over a year, be live and in person, and we'll actually be playing D&D face to face, which I'm very excited about.
Been a while.
I feel like
It's
a
a whole
Stained
different
song
vibe.
should start playing.
Feel like what?
I feel like a Stained song should start playing.
Oh, Stain song.
Been a while since I could
Oh man.
roll my own dice.
I look forward to being in person again. There's something about being face to face. It allows you to be a little more expressive and emotive. You know what I mean? But online's cool too. Because that means I can have every token in the world as a little circle instead of having to spend $8,000 on all the miniatures and whatnot. So happy about that.
What are you trying to say?
You got that good shit, man. You got that good shit. Just takes that good money. You know what I mean?
I do have that good. I don't have that good money, but I got that good D&D stuff.
All right, but we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, y'all. Thanks for watching our stream tonight. This was Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus. Tons more to come. We're just getting started. So if you like what you see, follow. If you really like it, subscribe. End goal, I will always say, is to eventually have a home base of some sort to meet at for our in-person stuff besides Mr. Moose's house, which is fine and good, and he sets up well. But it'd be really kick-ass to have a studio for that stuff permanently, so he doesn't have to go through all that work to convert his living room every weekend. If you want to see what that looks like too, I think he still may have the video. Our intro video was him and his wife setting it up every Saturday, like just a fast-forwarded motion of it. It looks pretty cool.
I got a picture of it on Twitter right now.
We might have it on our YouTube. Actually, you uploaded have you uploaded any of those videos from in person? Are they on our page?
They're on YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, so if you go to our YouTube, which is Cloak and Stagger, again, not the Tom and Jerry cartoon. We might have beaten that now. Used to type that in YouTube, it pulled up a Tom and Jerry episode, I think. But we're ahead of them now, so it might pull us up first. Either way.
Yeah.
I'm rambling again. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next Monday, okay? Probably this Saturday, though. Take it easy.